final Petros and Money Show Chevy Summer Tour, and we have a very special giveaway of the Chevy Silverado at the end of the road, and that is what we have reached here at 5 o'clock. We will give away the Chevy Silverado and say goodbye to 8 virtual Chevy Summer Tour stops, and an amazing job by all of our people, Eric, Social Matt, Ricky, Colin Yee,
Dave Weiss, Smarmy Promotions guy Dave Weiss, who also included a 2-night stay at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Lake Tahoe.
Crazy.
Which I don't know if you were aware, but it is set between the picturesque Lake Tahoe and the impressive Sierra Nevada mountains, providing year-round enjoyment.
I wasn't aware of the geography around the Lake Tahoe area. Yeah. You know me. I was born in Bangladesh. But a Chevy truck will go away.
Live today.
Remember when we used to give away a car? Remember we did that?
Cruise.
We gave away a Chevy Cruise during
Remember when Kate's used to drive a Chevy Cruise?
So we've given away, this will be 8 trucks and I think 2 cruises.
How about that?
And Kate's cruise. Well, we also have a Philippe's family pack to give away, a Sweet James prize pack to give away, beard clippings for everybody. We always mention the bag of spices that Matt loves so much.
Yeah, we got a basket of spices with a $100 gift card, or cash card, I should say, in there. So that's straight cash, homie.
So it does not stop today.
Every break.
And this is it. A big thank you to all of our sponsors and everybody involved. And we will have not 1, but 2 very relevant Zoom guests to finish off the Chevy Summer Tour. One who is new to town and one not so new to town, Matt. But both fabulous men.
Indeed. We have Mick Cronin, who, remember, last year made a trip to the Rock and Brews Buena Park.
That's right, man.
Rock and Brews Buena Park. Took him 2.5 hours to get there in Friday afternoon traffic.
Stone's throw from Knott's Berry Farm, one of our favorite amusement parks in the history of the world.
He stayed for 2 segments, hung out with a bunch of people, took photos, chatted up the UCLA fans. And then
his introduction to the city, Matt. That's what it was.
Exactly. And he got back in a car and drove 2.5 hours back to Westwood. A 5-hour round trip for about an hour plus with us. We can't thank him enough, so we wanted to bring him back again this year. He's a dear friend of the show. Has really turned out to be a great friend of the show. And, on a side note, hell of a basketball coach. Restored the UCLA Bruins basketball program to a level where we can be very proud of that program and its games being broadcast here on your home of the Bruins. So we're excited to have him back.
No one saw him coming to Los Angeles. Not one person, not one on-air person was calling for Nick Cronin.
I was surprised by that. I was really surprised we couldn't find one person who had Mick at the top
somebody
of his
would
list
want Mick,
through the whole process.
You didn't hear one person.
I mean, while other people were, and by other people, I'm looking in that glass there.
They wanted Pitino.
Wanted Rick Pitino to come back from Greece.
And every time somebody who was Greek brought up Mick Cronin, they got laughed at and clowned and stoned like Bible times, like a hooker in Bible times. And I'm tired of it.
We appreciate Mick. And save Don McClain, who has managed to actually host summer tour stop events as the best friend of the Petros and Money Show.
Oral Hershiser
is the #1 guest of the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour. This will be his 3rd appearance on our summer tour circuit.
He has been
the best.
Real river for our listeners. You can see him tonight on Spectrum Sportsnet LA as the Dodgers are playing tonight. And Oral will be calling that game, but he will be with us at around 4:30, and we're going to chop it up about the Dodgers and everything going on. The Dodgers, most exciting thing in L.A. going on right now for our money, and you can hear them right here on your home of the Dodgers, AM 570 L.A. Sports. So that is the scene set. That is how everything's looking. We have the 2 big interviews, and you have to stay with us during the breaks because that's where the giveaways happen.
That's how we give it away. So for those of you that are just checking in for the first time, even though this is our 8th summer tour stop, know that when we go to break on the radio...
Well, go back there and hold it up, for God's sakes. Sorry, Matt.
People want to see it?
Yeah, people want to see the gong, and it's like, okay, you hold one side, Matt. If you want to see the gong, we'll hold it up. I got to take my yo-yo off my finger. It's kind of like my pacifier. Here we go. Pick it up. There it is. Ready? That's the gong. Bang the gong. Hey, that's not really Kershaw. He's fine. And later, Matt, we're giving away the Chevy Silverado. Props. That's what we got here in studio. So everybody is excited. But now, let's do our scene set. You just cut Kershaw off at the thighs, Matt.
I didn't mean to. I saw the wings.
You see how violence begets violence? We hear the gong. I throw a punch. Next thing you know, Kershaw's doubled over in the corner.
I hit him right in the balls.
God, is he pitching tonight? We are screwed.
I hit him.
Oh, my God.
I hit him right in the balls.
Urias is going to go tonight because Kershaw's unable. Jeez, Matt, you really cleaved him.
Boss, I don't know what you're talking about. That's how it came.
How did Kershaw die? Just like William Wallace. It was weird. All right, it is time as we get the whole thing started, and joining us next will be Mick Cronin on the Zoom.
Damn it.
It is time for the top story of the day, or whatever we call it. Wow, like one segment in and Kershaw's dead.
You punched him in the face and nothing happened.
Hey, what's going to happen here? Hey, who's that? Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, you like that? Yeah! People that are listening on the radio right now are just those poor people. I'm sorry. Look.
Again, we've been nominated. We are not winners, but we have been nominated twice for a Marconi.
That's right. Kate
for
just
excellence in radio broadcast.
2 golden mics. And our colleague Vic is a golden mic lifetime achievement award.
And all we got to show for it is right between the eyes. Just a dead center punch to Cody Bellinger's face.
Fisto.
And Clayton Kershaw with a nut shot. It was dead to the nuts.
Yeah.
Bent him in half.
And if those guys were here, we'd be like, hey, guys, how you doing? Hey, Cody.
Guys.
Hey, Clayton.
That's coming out of your paycheck. Okay?
Hey, whatever, man.
Those were expensive.
Why don't you go beat up my cutout at Dodger Stadium? I don't care. Okay. It does look like we've made it, Matt. You look around, and we've come a long, long way together. Through the hard times. And the good. We got to celebrate you, baby. We got to praise you.
Like?
We should. Huh. Today marks the end of our tour. Somebody, in a complicated Zoom scheme that involves a landline, one of 12, will have a brand new Chevy Silverado to drive around when this is over. And a hearty congrats and thank you in advance to all the contestants and the winners, listeners, viewers, visitors, staff, and guests. Now, Matt, the big question is, which winner gets the goods first? The people who won the Chef Marito gift baskets, or as you call it,
basket of spices with a cash card.
Or whoever wins the truck and gets picked on Eric's random wheel of death over there.
Love the wheel of death.
Are you going to get your Chef Marito gift basket first if you won, or the truck first if you won?
Or a pair of Vans.
The Van shoes are still in China, as we know.
Over there in China?
That's going to take a long time.
Care about the people behind a barbed wire.
So, we've got a lot of time between the actual fruition of your winning and your actual winning. And they will arrive. Just like I'll find a college football game to call. Somewhere. Someday. Some way. Please. Be patient, winners. You did win. You
don't text Oso.
No, leave me alone.
Don't.
Somebody texted me like, hey, I won the gift basket for spices. When can I?
Congratulations.
Good luck. Why don't you go outside and open your mouth and see if some salt flies in there?
2 words. Ben Nice. Knock on the Marito door. Hit it up. I won the basket.
We know what the doorbell sounds like at Chef Marito, by the way. Bueno. No está aquí. But Matt, this is the last dance of the season, and we're going to do our kind of dancing with a great partner. Someone who has showed me the type of person that I want to be.
I feel like I've heard a lot of this before.
Miss Frances Houseman. So let's join hands and hearts and voices. Voices, hearts, and hands. At PMS, the friendships last as long as the Burbank foothills stand. Daytime. Nighttime. We flex. Any hour. Weather, rain, or shine. Games, lectures, jokes, and music. Happily combined. Hit it, Kates. Turn it up. Take it to the Catskills, Matt. Like Buddy Hackett and Henny Young.
All right, the old Borscht Belt.
Soon be over. Voices, hearts, and hands. Even Steve Van Doren's bobblehead didn't survive the summer tour.
Right.
Any hour.
I don't know what you're talking about, boss. Kershaw's fine.
We love you, and we love the fact that you listen to the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour. Now, unlike Dirty Dancing, which was the ending of the season and everybody went on to their terrible lives in the 60s, you and I will be right back on tomorrow on a Flex Alert starting right at 2. So we still have great sports talk for the rest of the week every day.
Some things don't change.
But this circus,
this beautiful border around the YouTube and Facebook channel that you are watching, where you can just click on that thing that says Petros and Money Beach Party and register to win that Chevy, but you got to get it done in the next 44 minutes.
That Eric from the FM dial, who is so adroit at switching things around and setting up the cameras, Ricky, Social Matt, Dave Weiss, they're all going to be speaking different languages like the Tower of Babel. They're going to be helping out with the Woody Show, helping out Sissany.
Yes, they've moved on.
Moved on.
They're on to the FM Morning Zoo.
Yeah.
You had your time. I don't like what you did with the cutouts. And the life preserver, by the way, is on the surfboard to cover up the ding from the last time they brought the surfboard down when we cracked the front of the nose.
Well,
and they're hoping
Matt,
that JoJo doesn't notice.
Kind of like a rock band, you know? You start wrecking stuff right at the beginning of the show.
Mick Cronin's going to be on Zoom next.
What are we giving away here, Kate? What are we giving away during the break?
Is this the basket of spices? Oh, the
Philippe's.
Philippe's family pack.
Oh, speaking of the Textoso, during the break, since we didn't do it this summer, should I just do a reveal?
Yeah.
Just a Textoso reveal?
You should do it in every break.
Let's start with one.
Okay.
And if it doesn't get any response, if no response, we'll do it again.
Right.
We'll be right back with Mick Cronin. Gong it out, Vic. Petros and Money Show continues on AM 570 LA Sports. I mean, we're giving away the Chevy. We might as well give away the secret Textoso line brought to you by Chevy, right?
Three minutes here at youtube.com and facebook.com. Type AM570 LA Sports into the search bar, and you have an opportunity in this very segment, as we're going to be here for 3 minutes for some reason, instead of 2.
I mean, the camera might be on for 3 minutes, but we don't necessarily have to be here.
It's a fair point. Fair point. Turn your mic on.
Is it on? Can you hear that?
We're giving away the Philippe's family pack.
One thing.
And
40 seconds.
And hey,
all I asked for a whole show.
The keyword.
One thing.
We'll start with caller 10 if you got it correct.
Doesn't matter.
Your key phrase to win the Philippe's family pack is dead air.
God damn it.
Dead air is your key phrase. 866-987-2570.
Philippe's is open, you know, Matt.
Al Fresca.
You can get the alfresquita. You can pick it up if you live out of state, like a lot of you weird out of state. Go home. If you're one of those out of state
locals
types,
only,
you can go Gold Belly.
Gold Belly works. They get 6 sandwiches, 6 eggs, some potato salad, a T-shirt. It's a hell of a package. Ralph and Tony Smith seem to enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah, and those are Matt's parents.
Yeah.
So everybody
and Tony's
know
short
this.
for Antoinette. I don't have 2 dads.
Everybody know this. Hey,
I'm just saying.
There's nothing wrong with having.
Not at all. I just figured I'd make that clear.
Do you know the great Chicago Bear who starred in My Two Dads?
I believe that was it wasn't Alex Karras. He was Webster.
Dick Butkus. Dick Butkus was like the downstairs kind of barkeep
landlord
on My Two Dads. They kind of kept everybody in order.
There you go.
But Matt, just kind of normal American nuclear family, just a mom and a dad.
That's right.
Even though the two androgynous,
I just thought it was worth mentioning.
One androgynous name in Tony. My mom's a drunk, so we got that going.
Now my in-laws Russ and Gerald, that is 2 dads. So. Maybe that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, and Bert and Ernie also,
exactly.
Hot for each other.
So
I think that's pretty clear. So 866-9872.
Times be different.
570, and you can win the brand new Philippe's. Well, I hope it's
better
new.
Be brand new.
Yeah, Philippe
Those
family
are perishables.
pack. Yeah,
those are perishables.
This is from last year's summer tour. Oh, sorry about that. We were in the wrong place. So enjoy that, everybody.
All right.
The keyword again?
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
What's with you, asshole? How about that?
Hey, show him the close-up of Cody. Show him Cody's face.
Where's Cody's face?
You broke his face.
I'll freaking kick it again. Behind you. Where is it? Look at see Cody's face right here.
There it is.
See that?
And
yeah,
scene.
This is Petros and Money. Listen, watch me interact. We want to interact. Download the iHeartRadio app now. Keyword AM570 LA Sports. AM 570 LA Sports Studios in Burbank. This is Petros and Money.
There's nothing like Chevrolet and what they've done for the Petros and Money Show. That's why we call it the Chevy Summer Tour. To be able to give away not just a vehicle, but a Chevy Silverado, a beautiful truck, every single year to one very happy listener and bring that excitement to our air, we are grateful. Thank you, Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
I'm accident attorney James Bergener. Look, these times may be unprecedented, but they are not uncertain. You see, this nation is made up of people just like you. You have family, you have friends and others that depend on you. And even remotely, you get the job done. So do I. If you've been injured in an accident, I've got you. We'll get through this together.
Make sure if you want to stream the Dodgers on the iHeartRadio app, you type in the right thing.
More doubles.
No.
Oh, AM 570 LA Sports is what you type in. You get the app, you get Dodger games for free right there at your earlobes.
You need to sign up to win this Chevy Silverado. Go to am570lasports.com, keyword Chevy.
Petros and Money, AM 570 LA Sports. It is the 8th and final stop of the virtual summer tour, and there is still an opportunity for you to register to be one of the finalists and win that Chevy Silverado. We're giving it away in about an hour, maybe even less than that, so get on that now. We still have the $1,000 gift card to Barbecues Galore to give away, the 50-inch Westinghouse HD TV to give away, so get after it. And if you are not on YouTube or Facebook right now, immediately log on from your smart device or your computer. Just type AM 570 LA Sports into that search bar, and that will take you to the video feed of what we are doing right now. P, the centerpiece of our show.
That's right, Matt. Here he is, voices, hearts, and hands as we finish our final Chevy Summer Tour stop virtually. We have one of the great friends of our show, one of the people that we love to talk to. He reignited excitement in college basketball in this town through the only real blue blood we have left on the West Coast. It is Mick Cronin, UCLA basketball coach in a very odd time. Everybody's kind of spinning around in sports purgatory on the West Coast, and he's here to entertain the people and inform them with his wonderful basketball and personal knowledge. What's cracking, Mick? How are you? And thank you so much for doing it.
Boy, I tell you, last year, weren't we down in Anaheim with our summer tour?
Yes.
That's right.
Man, a lot has changed since then. You guys were doing shots. It was awesome.
Well, some things haven't changed. We're still doing shots. We're just doing it in the studio instead of at the restaurant. By the way, you sat in 2.5 hours of traffic going one way and 2.5 hours going the other way, and we cannot thank you enough.
Stuff happens, right? You never. I learned my lesson. If we'd have done it this summer, I'd have came down early, met somebody down there that I know played golf. Then we'd have done it. Then I'd have went out to dinner, let the traffic clear, and then go home. It was a rookie move by me.
There we go.
This summer, it would take 30 minutes, and we couldn't go inside. What is it like? I mean, we talked to you right at the beginning of the pandemic, somewhere in the middle of the pandemic. School's going to get started again here. You got your guys in class. I'm sure they took a lot of summer classes as well. What is it like right now preparing for a season that's going to start in January?
It's different. It's hard to run a program from your home, but we're all doing it. I tell people, I'm a California guy now. You got to learn to ride the waves.
There we go.
I'm jealous of those surfers, man. Them dudes are so cool.
There's one right there, Matt.
Right here. 2 hours this morning, Mick. 2 hours in the water this morning.
Money, I'm so jealous, bro. I'm so jealous, man.
If you paddle out with him, you'll be about like a year behind him in surfing. So
I just started. Come on out. Come on out. Get in there.
Enjoy it together.
Hey, Johnny Utah made it look so easy, man. Point break.
Yes, he did. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. But you just got to ride the waves, guys. In the truth of it all, we're getting ready to start. We're on the whacked out quarter system at UCLA, I like to say. But so we don't start school till the end of September. But we're hoping to be back in our gym pretty soon, working through it with our administration. We're waiting to hear what the NCAA says on September 16th about the start date of this year. There's a lot of speculation out there as to what they're going to do, what the Pac-12 might do. So there's a lot of up in the air. So I just try to, and I have no say in any of it. So my thing is stay focused on trying to do what's best for my team and the kids, and the players. So our guys are pretty much apartment livers, so they're all in Westwood. Some of them never left, like Chris Smith never left. Kenneth Newman never left. So, I think some of our local kids' parents finally got sick of them, kicked them out, sent them back to Westwood. So they're sitting on ready, and they're waiting on some instruction from us. And like I said, we're just working through it at UCLA, trying to get us back to training. And then also, wondering when our season will start, wondering when we'll be able to start practice. So you just got to keep Zooming with the guys every week and do a lot of recruiting. That's the one thing you can do. Obviously not in person, which is tough because it's really hard to evaluate players on film. Not the top 20 players in the nation. Look at that guy.
Look at that guy, huh?
There was a quick evaluation. Too short, bad knee, scratching.
Yeah, but look at that face. Look at the intensity. That's a leader of men, and that's why you're sitting there right now with all those fancy trophies behind you, and we are celebrating you on our 8th and final tour stop of our Chevy Virtual Summer Tour. And Coach, when you mention recruiting, when you mention trying to get the guys to, who are apartment living, I don't know how much contact you can have with them, but how concerned are you about what they're able to do and how much they're able to work out and how they're able to work out? How much of that can you control?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, the first couple of months, was pretty much a shutdown, but from there, our guys all maneuvered their way into gyms. So all you got to do is check their feeds, their social media. These guys have been playing, they've been working out, but it's not the same. Okay. So it's not the same as if they were with us all spring, 8 hours a week of high-end conditioning, nutrition, and basketball instruction. Same in the summer, 8 weeks of summer school where we're allowed to do that. And we'd be finishing that up now because we're on that quarter system. So my biggest concern when we do get cleared to come back is their conditioning, bringing them back properly and slowly to avoid injury. Because these guys have been shut down for so long. And I get it, they've been working out on their own, but the intensity of the workout is not the same. And there's just no way to simulate that type of stuff. A summer workout or pickup game is not the same as going full speed in a high-end college workout. So my biggest concern coming back is having enough time to ramp up, so to speak, and get these guys built up safely back into game condition whenever that happens.
Mick Cronin is our guest. We got to ask you because you are born and raised in Cincinnati. You came up there. You see the picture. There it is. Look at that beautiful face in the crowd. If you were in Cincinnati right now, you'd be with a athletic department that's playing football in the fall, or at least planning on playing football in the fall. Coaches have lived all over the country, but right now it kind of feels very regional as what you're able to say and what line you draw where it comes to this. How different would it be right now if you were still coaching at Cincinnati?
Oh, wow. Well, not just there, but just all over the country. I have different coaching friends where they had their entire summer program, which would be you're allowed 8 weeks, 8 hours a week of basketball and conditioning. They didn't miss a beat. They had their entire summer program, and now they've started and they're back. There's places, as you know, where there's students on campus and they're back to full scale workouts already. Where I haven't seen my guys in months other than Zoom calls. So yeah, very great question. Very different. Obviously, this whole thing's regionalized, man. I mean, it's wild. Like we're at UCLA. We're obviously in LA County, so we're dealing with what the laws are here, and just even going to work, and then you turn on the news and you hear about football games that are going to have 20,000 people at them. So, like I said, we just got to work through it, and I don't know what's best. None of us have degree. Look where we ended up schlepping in sports. None of us went to school long enough to decide what the heck's best. My heart goes out to the players because in our world, our players only have a short time to make it. Okay, they're dream chasing, and they have a very small window, and I'm trying to keep them from being in a panic mode. They want back badly. Like I said, they're back in Westwood, and we're not even allowed in our gym yet. That's how antsy they are. Nick Saban said it best, guys. He wants to play for the players. He doesn't need any more rings. He doesn't need any more money. I mean, he's got kids there that, they're trying to do what they're trying to do with their careers. So, hopefully we can work through it and with the right protocols and safety. And it seems like this testing is going rapidly advancing to where we can all hopefully get it daily and be back and be able to do it safely.
You talked about recruiting there for a minute, Coach, and man, it was so awesome and just maybe inspiring a little bit too much, but it kind of was to see what you were able to do with the program in a short period of time and how it turned around and all that momentum going into the Pac-12 tournament. Was that enough? How much did that help, and how much more do you think it might have helped you with all that recruiting? Had there been a Pac-12 tournament, had there been an NCAA tournament, or did you get enough out of that first year to try to kind of build that foundation in recruiting that you so desperately need to be successful in college basketball?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Because it doesn't matter what sport you're playing. You got to have talent, but you got to have talent with character. But to answer your question, yeah, our guys did a great job, as you know, late in the season. And we definitely did enough to where people see the direction of the program in recruiting. They saw what happened. They saw the improvement of a guy like Chris Smith that went from 4 points a game to first team All-League. They saw Tiger get better throughout the year. They saw Jaime and Jake, young guys. Everybody on our team improved. I mean, Cody Riley went from 40% free throws to making 90% in the last month. And you can just point to like Jalen Hill's production, his body. Like literally, we couldn't give a most improved player because our whole team should have probably got it. We were most improved team. So yeah, the momentum was great, and it would have been great to be able to get back out on the road with the shirt on, and and obviously just to be able to play and the tournament would have been awesome. So, but we all have the same hangups, right? I mean, we've all dealing with the same stuff, from disappointment of the tournament to not being able to get out there and see recruits. But there's just so much disappointment in our country. There's too many. So for me, I don't want to lament on it, but my paranoia, all coaches are paranoid by trade. That's just how we are. Not being able to have my hands on my team. When we start back up, are we going to forget what we learned and why we started winning games? Those are the things I wake up in the middle of the night and we're turning the ball over again. So, there's this, but everybody's dealing with the same stuff. Like I said, you're just going to try to ride the wave.
Coach, we know you have a lot of friends in the NBA, and we've all been watching bubble basketball. How does it appear to you right now, and do you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, it was bad early. So I turned it off and said, you know what? They're just – other than Portland they had to win to get in to the playoffs. It was bad early. So I just said, let me go back while because they were out of shape. The guys were grossly out of shape. And, those guys are such veterans. They understand, like, they're playing games, but they were ramping up as they went because they knew what mattered. So, there's a lot of overreaction in the NBA, so different than college basketball. Those guys, the Lakers lose game one and everybody's in a panic state, and they make adjustments and it's all over. I mean, they got three guys were the number one pick in the draft, Davis, LeBron, and Dwight Howard. And, they turn up the heat and it's over. So it's interesting how different it is where one game, it doesn't matter. It's just, and you can just be superior in the next four. I do think it's interesting, though, how in these playoffs with the bubble, there is no home court advantage. I think that two things on that. The lack of travel is going to help the quality of play as time goes on, because you're not seeing burnout from teams flying all over the place. Rest recovery of guys that age is really important. But then and no home court advantage. That no home court advantage is real. So, like, the fact that you're the higher seed in a 7-game series gives you an edge because you got that extra home game. It doesn't now. So, I think as these series tighten up, like this Miami-Milwaukee thing, it's going to be much tighter. And you'll see some different results because of lack of home court advantage.
Because they're not college players, I think we can maybe get you to weigh in on this real quick. Last thing for you, as we look at that number 4 with that beautiful head of hair. Look at that guy, number 4.
How many guys won the 9 and under team at 4?
There you go. The last night's game, there was so much made out of I don't know if you watched the Rockets Thunder game, but so much made about the last 30 seconds. And why does Russell Westbrook have the ball? Why doesn't James Harden have the ball? And, he blows a layup, he throws the ball away. How hard is that to coach, if you can speak to that, when you have just such supreme talent on a team trying to figure out the perfect way to dial up that last play that is so consequential in a 1 to 2 score game, one possession game?
Yeah, well, first I'd say, it's tough, I think, with those guys, in Russell's case, clearly trying to get his rhythm back. And and what happens is your mind says I'm good because he's probably the toughest competitor maybe in sports. But the reality of your rhythm of your body's not back, and it does take time. So I'll predict he'll have a great game 7 because it's just who he is. But from a coaching aspect, it's different. The NBA is different where, the players, because they're not, the college kids are just going to do as told. Where you have to be really in tune with the guys you're dealing with at the pro level. And you can't really dictate things. I mean, you go all the way back to The Last Dance, and, Phil Jackson, he didn't think that way. He told Pippen, you're taking the ball out. Kukoc is a better shooter. But you saw what happened, and, egos bruised, and what are the lasting effects? So it's almost like in the pros, they'll sacrifice the short term to let stars kind of have their respect and do their things. So in the long term, those stars respect the coach, and they'll stay on the side of the organization and the coach, and they'll sacrifice the short term. So that's the difference in the dynamics of coaching at the college or pro level. And then that's why you have, Kevin Durant saying to Draymond, like, why didn't you give me, what are you doing? Give me the ball. Because like in a college game, Mick Cronin's going to say, give Durant the damn ball. Where in the pros, they kind of let the players work it out a little bit. It's a very different dynamic. And again, you got to remember, we don't have 7 games to work it out. We don't have 82 games to work it out. So we have to, one game for us is so important. Every possession is so important. We have to be more hands-on. So it's interesting how they they work through it at the pro level. But I'll predict a great game, great game 7 for Russell.
The great, and we don't use that. Well, we do use that very liberally, but we mean it when it comes to Mick Cronin, ladies and gentlemen, a great leader in our community. We live in the most locked down city in the country and county. And Mick Cronin, we're lucky to have him in it. When he gets to start coaching his team in earnest, it will be a great thing, just like it was last season. Thank you so much, Coach.
Awesome.
And hang in there. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me, guys. And just, can we all just get along? That's
yeah.
that quote the great
Very
Rodney
true.
King. Let's just all get along and love each other out here. It's great to see you guys.
Really appreciate you, Coach.
Mick. Remember
Take
that
care.
Rodney King sighting at KFI, Matt, before he passed away?
Oh, yeah. We got to see him.
Nice, beautiful Oxford on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We still have many things to give away and so much more. $1,000 gift card to barbecues galore, the trip to Lake Tahoe, the 50-inch Westinghouse TV, and somebody's going to win a brand new truck before it's all over, maybe with the Mick Cronin head right on the hood, because it's a beautiful dome. Look at that thing. Look at it. The young one's good, too. We'll be right back. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. Take care.
For TV, YouTube flagged us and said they couldn't. We both did that interview shirtless and pantless, and YouTube had an issue with it. They flagged it, and it came through black.
So lesson learned.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Lesson learned. No more pantless
get
interviews.
that computer out of the shot. What are you doing? Actually, we had a computer.
Won't happen again.
We had a computer crash here. And I was all blurry like the president when he's not real, and it was like the president's a fake. He's a hologram.
So
we're off to a bit of a rocky start, but that doesn't mean we still don't have stuff to give away, Matt. We still got the
Gong's
gong.
We got to give away a basket of spices.
Matt, do you think it's a residual for doing this to Cody Bellinger's face?
Ready? Karma. Basket of spices to give away.
Instant karma's going to get you.
Well,
sorry, Jen Bellinger. Sorry doing this to Cody's old face. So we're giving away the basket of spices.
Spices.
From the chef.
Like this one, which is a nice tenderizer. Oh, it was the tenderizer that hit Kershaw right in the balls. Caused him to bend over. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, that'll double you over. And the key word is black.
Exactly.
Screen. Black screen. Keyword black screen. 866-987-2570. You'll win the Chef Marito gift basket and the sweet PMS Vans.
Look at this spice here. Chicken wing seasoning. Lemon pepper. That'll be one of the spices in that basket.
When you have a bad segment, there's nothing better than coming out of it with some spices, some species spices to give away. Look at those arms. Look at how impressive.
It's not my wife's shirt.
We are
my shirt. His shirt is mine.
We are giving away the spices of the South from Chef Marito and Vans.
Do we know if that fish fry is in there as well? Do you know?
It's the bag of fish fries right over there.
I thought you were kidding, and then
I'm not kidding.
And I was like, "Wow, Chef Marito fish fry."
In all honesty,
grab 2 beers while you're in there, Kates.
The last gift basket was stolen by me. And I think that's the person that keeps texting me like, hey, where's my gift basket? It's like, yeah, I just had some carne asada last night with your seasoning, carnal. But we're going to recover, Matt. You know, so what's a little black screen for 20 minutes between friends?
Right now.
It's not like it's a live show where you only have one shot to get it right.
You got to give away your Textoso.
What?
Next Textoso.
I'm disheartened. I don't know. My voice is weak. It's weak. Godfather. 5 pair of Vans right now. 866-987-2570. Black screen. Black screen is the keyword. All right.
This is Petros and Money.
The secret text also line.
Sold out to Chevy.
Thank you for being with us, and thank you for letting your opinions be known on the secret text also line. Brought to you by Chevrolet. It is our final summer pool party bash. Sign up to win the Chevy. Right at the bottom of the screen. Here's the secret text also for everybody. Hey, Petros, were you one of those kids that wore a T-shirt in the pool back in the day? No, I got fat later in life.
I'm telling you, don't go anywhere because my haiku number 8 is coming at you, along with some sunflowers. Yeah!
This is Petros and Money.
I did because you gave. I grew because you sowed. I created. I played. I taught. I climbed. I found Christ because I saw him reflected in you.
Don't move, Barney.
Exactly right, because Barbecues Galore is going to set you up with a $1,000 gift card.
From a secret off-site location, possibly in the Far East, possibly in Whittier, this is Vic the Brick Jacobs on the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour.
Haiku number 8. The temple bell gongs out. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Chevy Virtual Summer Tour of PMS and being such a critical component of it on this amazing journey. Remember, the fun is you. Toga, as we give away yet another brand new Chevy Silverado. And the great path has no path. And get this, rock your vital energy on the journey to the Pure Land. And don't forget, hold on to your sunflowers. Yeah, feeling you. And now, let's get back to our Burbank studios and Petros and Money.
So Money AM 570 LA Sports. Seems like we've ironed some things out in the break.
Do not, Matt.
For those of you that are watching,
do not speak too soon.
For
Matt.
those of you listening,
it's been fun.
All is well.
Yeah, Mick Cronin's the greatest interviewer.
Isn't this great?
He's the greatest interviewee ever, and we're the greatest interviewers ever. But if you're watching on YouTube, it was a black screen. What if I was Romeo with a black screen? Heathcliff, it's no myth. We were on a black screen for the whole segment during the Mick Cronin, but we've got it all ironed out. We do not have the same abilities as the Tony Bruno show to do live Zoom interviews. But one day, we will figure it out.
Guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a nonstop. We're going to add one so we can right the wrong. You can never end on a down note. You know, they always say you never go to bed after having an argument. That's not how you do it.
We don't let the sun go down on a grudge. We're not gonna. The sun is still up, and we've got to go all the way till 5:30 with the Dodgers playing tonight. Tim Cates with Vince Scully. Are the Dodgers back at Chavez Ravine tonight?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's exciting.
That was the setup for a not much. I was getting ready to get.
Well, no, they're there.
They are there.
They are there, and Oral Hershiser will join us in the 4 o'clock hour to discuss what it's like.
And there will be a video component for that. There will be. There's the thumbs up. Video component for that. So get on and look.
What they said is the computer crashed, Matt.
Okay, this is important. You got 9 minutes. 9 minutes to register to be the final finalist to win the Chevy Silverado. We are giving that away between 5 and 5:25. And we are closing the registrations at 4 p.m. So you now have 9 minutes, 3 seconds right now
to click the link and sign up.
Go to youtube.com, type AM570 LA Sports into the search bar, get the feed, click that little button on the bottom that says Petros and Money Beach Party between the two Chevys, and that's how you can register to be the final finalist. We have had a final finalist win the Chevy. That has happened before. The final
Without a doubt, Matt,
has won, so get on it now.
Right when it gets down to nut-cutting time, somebody has risen up like a phoenix from the ashes.
And rise up. And we're going to spin that wheel of death.
Yeah, Eric's wheel of death.
It's going to land on the right number. It's going to land on a number, and that number, it's that simple. You're going to win a damn Chevy.
Speaking of the Chevy Silverado, the Secret Text Postal Line is brought to you by Chevrolet, and we have it right here, and we appreciate the good people at Chevrolet.
Secret Text Postal Line.
Sold out to Chevy.
I believe this is in reaction to some violence in the studio. Mostly peaceful broadcast to start.
No, well.
But I don't think the Clayton Kershaw cutout or the Cody Bellinger cutout.
They didn't make it.
Or the very loud gonging. I mean, it's been pretty violent. A lot of F's and G-dams. I believe Ricky dropped a, not right now, you're not doing this to me now, no. I believe that was dropped out there. So there's been some violence, some verbal abuse, and we're already starting to drink. Come over here, kiss your pop, he's having a beer. You know, we got all that going on right now, and this is in reaction to some of that studio violence on the Secret Text Postal Line. It says, ha!
The bands are in China.
It says, ha! I saw this show in the 80s. But it was called Gallagher then, and the guy had a mustache. Hey, listen, if you want us to blow up a bunch of fruit, we will. But that's not what we've done so far, and that would be, we don't have a really...
I mean, that was a stand-up routine.
We don't have a thorough
giant
cleaning crew.
Like a freaking watermelon. Yeah, and he would distribute rain slickers to everyone in the
front row. And he would blow up with M80s. He would blow up watermelons and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that we would not be able... You think a black screen with just sound is bad. I don't think they'd let us finish the show.
Was that in reference to us beating up cutouts?
Yeah, I think it was.
So it was, hey...
Just like all the high kicks through the roof and all the anger to start the show. So I really feel like things dissipated.
There's still more things
hour.
To break. I mean, that surfboard has only got 2 dings in it, and those are repairable. I'm just saying.
I just don't know if it's like, hey, I want to tune into YouTube and Facebook. I can win some stuff and see two 40-year-old white guys beat stuff up in a studio.
It's pretty great.
In a poorly decorated studio. I mean, it's not, just throwing spices around like it's nothing when there's kids in China that need those spices.
Hey, behind the barbed wire in China.
In China, Matt, they don't have those kind of special Chef Marito
Apparently
spices.
you don't care about them too much, do you?
Apparently not. So we still have Oral Hershiser to come. Our Mick Cronin interview has come and gone. The audio, I don't know if you'll ever see the video.
Will they ever see the video, Ricky?
Is the video recoverable? Will it ever be seen?
It will.
No, don't look at me like that.
It will be, because we are supposed to post every one of these videos at the conclusion of this, right? So like
that's
5:30, everything's available.
That's it.
They'll be able to see it. Because we had some, on Thursday, according to Social Matt, because we had some great virtual background action going with Coach. I mean, we had a photo of him wearing number 4 standing up while every other member of the team was on his knees.
I was right in Ireland.
You were in Ireland?
I had a beautiful island right behind me. No snakes.
We had a big fat head. We had him coaching at Cincinnati.
We had a lot of good stuff going on. And then it went by where? It went by the wayside because of technology. Damn you, technology. Damn you, social media, for ruining the world and country. Damn you all. All right, still to come. Great sports talk.
I don't like being heckled by OG Red either. I don't like it. I don't like it,
Okay,
man.
now you're talking about Dave Magdalena.
Our dear friend.
Well, don't even start. He doesn't work here anymore.
He doesn't. And all he's doing is heckling. He's heckling Ricky. He's heckling you. He's heckling me. He's populated the comment section.
When something's happening on the show, like
saying this never happened on Coach's Corner with him and Dave Bassett.
Yeah, when something's happening on the show, like when people can't hear something, or like we're trying this TV show kind of element that we're doing, or visual element that we're doing. We can't see you. We can't hear you. We can't hear that audio. We can't hear what you're reacting to. All of that stuff. You texting in or tweeting in like, hey, guess what? The screen's black. It doesn't help. It's like when it's literally like somebody burns your house down and somebody goes by your house and be like, your house got burned down? It's like, yeah, what makes you think so? The smoldering pit where my house used to be? We know. We're aware of the issue. That's why we're breaking Cody Bellinger's face into 1,000 pieces. You thought he had pock marks before, Matt.
That's not cool.
Well, I did beat him with a track shoe.
That's not cool.
Acne is nothing to joke about. We got to draw the line somewhere.
I'm drawing the line. Yeah.
All right?
I'm drawing the line.
Proactive doesn't work like Jessica Simpson said it did.
Seabreeze does, though.
Jeez. Oh. That stuff burned.
Oral Hershiser, word number song of the day. A flawless audio-visual experience for the next hour and a half, we promise. Right? Yeah. The Petros and Money Show on AM 5.
All is well.
What are we giving away this break, Matt?
What are we giving away this break,
Was
Kate?
this the secret Textoso break, or is that next hour?
This is secret.
I don't know if I'm
break.
going to do it, man. There's a lot of pushback.
What's our giveaway, Kate? Vans. 5 pair of Vans going to be given away. You got to go to YouTube or Facebook.
Man. I don't know how am I going to feel. How am I going to feel?
Facebook or YouTube. 5 pair of Vans and the Textoso. Textoso reveal. And Vans.
I don't know how it's going to be.
YouTube, Facebook, type AM 570 LA Sports and click on the Petros and Money Virtual Summer Tour icon. That will get you to the live YouTube feed that's going to go live when we go to break here for the next 3 minutes. Okay. Word number song and a little drinking game, by the way, for your number of the day. Coming up next. We going? Is this on right now? It's just the start of the 3 minutes? Are you going to do it? You going to do it, man? You going to go away the Textoso, man?
That's one beer.
You going to give it away? 3-1-0. I'm not giving it out.
Oh no. Square it up, Kirsch.
No.
Yeah. Chuck and duck meat.
All right. Here we go.
So, Clayton.
Hold on.
Yeah, come on. Better. There you go. There it is. So, Clayton. What's it like? Ace of the staff for a decade. Kind of a two-tone shirt there. What's?
You know what? I gotta get ready. I have not done. I have not run the lines yet, so I gotta get out there and do it. Can we wrap this up?
Seems like your neck's a little crick. You got a little crick in your neck there, Clayton? You got a little neck crick right there?
You know, you're getting a little bit older.
Yeah. You got a little crick neck?
You got to stretch a little bit, and you're going to kind of get a little thing going here. Hey, what time's the game start tonight, Tim?
No, 6:40, bitch.
6:40.
Yeah, things like a lot of things are changing for you.
6:40, yeah, exactly. That's right. Hey, check out my arm. Look how swole my arm is.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
That's right.
That's dad strength, Clayton. You know, you got those 2 kids now. Or
well, me and Ellen.
3 kids now.
We got 3 now. You know, me and, there we go.
Nice. Looking good.
Feeling pretty good. I don't know if you heard, but...
Wait, whoa, Vishnu. Hey, what's going on? The many-armed Indian god, Vishnu?
That's the trick.
Holy shit.
I've added something new this year. It's called the Vishnu.
Wow, that's a hell of a... No wonder you're so good.
If I may mention, I believe in Chef Marito Tenderizer. I like to season my meats with this Chef Marito Tenderizer before we grill. And me and Ellen, we love red meat. And we absolutely love this tenderizer. That's right. Oh, hey, Kershaw. All right. Yeah. Hey, Clayton, how do you feel about the team trading A.J. Ellis a couple years ago?
Horseshit.
Wow. First time I've ever heard any vulgarity out of Clayton Kershaw.
Praise the Lord. Code word for Vans.
Oh, 5 pair of Vans, 866-987-2570.
AJ Ellis. Austin P, baby. AJ Ellis is the code word.
Open.
Let's go P.
Hold on.
No, we need his own. Hey, what was your favorite virtual Chevy Summer Tour stop? It's kind of like asking what your favorite month was during the quarantine. It all kind of sucked.
Sweet James here, congratulating all the winners of all the wonderful prizes given away in the 2020 PMS Chevy Virtual Summer Tour. We had wonderful sponsorships from Chef Marita, Chevy giving away a wonderful Silverado pickup truck, and of course barbecues galore. And to the winner of the barbecues galore, I'm expecting an invitation to the first barbecue you throw, so you can get a hold of me. In the meantime, thank you for all the wonderful listeners out there making PMS the best show on radio. And next year, we'll see you in person.
You got this fig and pig pizza thing going on, Joe. Yep. And you say you're going to pre-bake it for a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Tell me why and what are we doing?
So I'm going to launch the dough onto our peel here and get it in the oven. And it's going to be more like a minute and a half cook. You'll see.
Okay. This thing went onto the pizza oven for about 40 seconds to about 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Cooked really fast. What's the next step?
All right, the next step is start to make your ingredients. This is where the fig and pig makes sense. So you have your fig preservatives, your fresh Parmesan, your prosciutto, your fig chunks, some balsamic vinegar, and of course a little bit of goat cheese. It really sets the thing off.
This is interesting. So we got the ingredients on.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's at 900 plus degrees. It's freaking hot.
Yep. All we're doing is just gonna launch in here for maybe 30 to 45 seconds, just to melt that cheese.
Thing was done in like less than 2 minutes, man. This is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing now? Some green stuff on
there?
Yeah,
at the very end, I just put a little bit of fresh arugula on there for a little crunch and brightness. Now it's time to slice it, and my favorite part, to eat it.
Nice. Yeah. I've never had fig and pig, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this thing out. See how it comes out.
Well, everything on the Alpha comes out good.
Wow.
A lot of flavor.
Wow. Okay. All right, guys, listen. That Alpha Pizza Oven is out of this world, man. As we were at it, we had that fig and pig pizza going on that Dale came up with, a family recipe.
Yeah.
We decided to make some other traditional, I guess, pizzas, right, Joe?
Of course. You know, Alpha's been making pizza ovens since 1977, 100% made in Italy. You guys, come to Barbecues Galore for all your Alpha Pizza Oven needs.
We're gonna eat good today, man.
Don't move, Barney.
Exactly right, because Barbecues Galore is going to set you up with a $1,000 gift card.
There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Gong it out.
Gong it out, Vic. Petros and Money, AM 570, LA Sports. Second hour of the Petros and Money 8th and final stop of the Chevy Virtual Summer Tour. We've been on since 2. The Summer Tour event started at 3. We've already broken a few things in the studio.
Well, the two things, one giant Cody Bellinger head has been torn into thirds, and Clayton Kershaw has been completely quartered, drawn and quartered. All we have left of the Kershaw cutout is a head. Now, notice we haven't touched the pristine Petros and Money Summer Tour surfboard, which we've had.
Gotta have respect.
For 8 years. And speaking of 8th, today we will give away our 8th Chevy Silverado. The 8th PMS Chevy Summer Tour will give away its 8th brand new truck today in the 5 o'clock hour. You can still... No, you're done. At 4 o'clock was the deadline. Over. We have our 12 finalists. If you didn't get signed up, you screwed up and you're an idiot, and you only have yourself to blame. Like Weiss has himself to blame for leaving Clayton Kershaw's cutout so vulnerable to us.
Up, dude.
Yeah. We have a
120-minute
black screen, and everything in the whole place gets broken. I mean, it's like leaving a raccoon in a kitchen.
We got a new gong. That is a huge bonus for the Petros and Money show for AM 570. And Vic is going to have almost the exact same gong.
That was announced in the first hour.
Before we started the summer tour, if you're just joining us, Ryan from Rhino Music, RHINOmusic.com, one of our proud sponsors that we work with. Right now, they're doing 2-for-1 lessons. 8 lessons for the price of 4. That's $99 a month. For 8 lessons, $12.50 a lesson. Piano, bass, guitar, singing, drums, they do it all. He was kind enough to reach out to Gongs Unlimited. Bought 2 gongs.
2!
And to just kind of give you an idea, because you may forget of what the gong used to sound like.
Yeah, our old gong is very small. Hold it up, man. Let people see the old gong. It's very small, very tinny, real bitch
the old gong, whenever you would read a quote.
Yeah. That's a real bitch gong right there. And then you hear the bitch ass sound.
Gong it out, Vic. That's what we would do to kind of pay homage to Vic, who is no longer in the studio with us because he is immunocompromised and back home during COVID-19.
Now we have the
now you do a quote.
This is from Gongs Unlimited.
Per Ryan from Rhino Music.
And Gongs Unlimited, Lincoln, Nebraska, the gong capital of the Western Hemisphere. A lot of people don't know that. And here would be a quote here. We'd say, everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. And it's just a different sound. It's just a different sound.
Going it out, Vic.
It gives us gravity. It gives our show gravity and a testicular fortitude that we did not have previously, and we are grateful, as we are grateful to all of our sponsors: Chevrolet, Azusa Pacific University, Sweet James Bergener, Barbecues Galore. Matt, we still have that $1,000 gift card to give away.
Still to give away, even though you can't register to win the Chevy, and that's a beautiful logo you're holding up right now. If you're on YouTube
Notice
or
we
Facebook,
didn't break this either.
We did not.
No, we know where our bread is buttered here.
The Chevy, you can no longer register to be a finalist. We have our 12 finalists that will be given away in our final. And by the way, it will be given away live with all 12 finalists on a Zoom. 11 of them will recognize I was this close to winning a brand new freaking truck.
It's going to go really well. I have faith in our technological ability.
11 people that are super sad. And one person that's very excited is what we'll be watching.
You know how Kershaw feels about Chevy?
But there is still an opportunity for you to win the $1,000 gift card at Barbecues Galore. There's still an opportunity for you to win a 50-inch Westinghouse HD 4K Roku Smart TV. Still an opportunity for you to win the trip to Lake Tahoe.
Oh, Hard Rock
Hotel and Casino Lake Tahoe. We're giving you a 2-night stay.
And we're still giving away shoes, Matt.
And we're still giving away shoes. So get over to the YouTube, get over to the Facebook, and start watching a stream. Oh, we're over 600.
No, that's big. Well, you know what? People love destruction.
Yes,
I mean, just look at the news these days.
Exactly right.
People love, and we're mostly peaceful here, but you can't say that to Clayton Kershaw's floating head. You can't tell him that we're mostly peaceful. You know what I mean? We're mostly peaceful.
You would disagree.
The Chevy thing thinks we're good.
Can you go into Weiss's office and get some more stuff for us to break? That'd be great. Thank you.
What else he got?
Oh, he's got plenty of stuff in there. He's got a ton of cutouts. He's got frames with like jerseys in them.
Hey, if you got a sombrero, throw it to the sky. Yeah. All right. And speaking of Vin Scully, we have got a great interview with Tim Cates and Vin Scully at 5:30 when we go to Dodger Talk, Dodgers D-backs tonight on your station for the Dodgers. And we have Oral Hershiser
Very
in the
next segment.
Yeah, so we got that
and we
going
feel
for
good about the video for that Zoom being part of the YouTube and Facebook feeds.
Well,
we feel good about it.
It doesn't really matter how we feel about it because we sit here and we're victims just like everybody else.
That is true.
But the fact that we had one interview that was completely black, you could look at it a couple two ways. Protest, maybe, maybe that's what we were. If you like that idea, then yes, we were protesting.
You know what? We wanted to show you what it was like if we didn't give you the video of these interviews and made you long for more video interviews on the Petros and Money show, so you're going to be extremely appreciative of this Oral Hershiser interview.
That's one way to look at it.
There we go.
Another way to look at it, we're accommodating the blind. Hey, what do you think it's like for a blind guy watching the YouTube? Now you know.
Fair point.
Now you know. Every time you say something like, yeah, check that out, coach, look at that, and no one can see anything, that's how the blind guy that listens feels. We also gave him a television, so that's where he's watching this YouTube stream on.
That's a true statement.
Westinghouse Roku.
Yes.
TV to a blind man.
We did give away a TV to a blind man.
Because it has speakers.
At the slide bar, he uses public transportation because I know you might find it surprising, but blind man couldn't get himself to the Petros and Money Show Summer Tour stop, so we had to get onto the bus.
Blind Brett. Shout out to you, Brett.
With a stick that he uses to aid his walking.
A walking stick.
While holding the television that he had just won. It was a hell of a scene.
The crazy thing was the dog that he had pulling the television. Like the Grinch dog.
For the dog.
But anyway, if you think that like we did a whole black screen thing for a protest and you think that's cool and powerful, then that's why we did it.
Right.
It's exactly why we did it.
Now, if you think it happened...
At Mitch Cronin's request.
Just technical glitch, maybe that's a possibility too. Could be anything.
Perhaps frozen computer or social justice protest. You be the judge. Right now, it is time for the number of the day.
Oh, we're starting.
Here's my number.
Number of the day.
Well,
I don't know if we got a lot of time, you know, Matt?
I got to thinking. I mentioned on How Was Your Weekend yesterday that the wife was kind enough to throw a small white trash themed get together for my birthday on Friday.
And we know it wasn't an actual white trash party because nobody did a bunch of Special K. So
I figured with all the leftover stuff that I had from that party, Special K wildly underrated.
Especially if you're gay.
And in living in New York. The tunnel was never so fun.
Did you ever watch Cruising with Al Pacino?
And I figured I would maybe run a little taste test by you because
I'm not drinking that crap.
You don't have to drink at all. It is just a taste test.
What do you want? I don't want to drink weird stuff. It's hard enough to get through the show. I have indigestion.
Natty Light. When's the last time you had a Natty Light?
I don't know.
Because I can tell you, for me, before Friday, it was probably about 20 years.
But I have a Modelo. They're a sponsor.
And they're a delicious beer. We love Modelo. This is simply to say, hey, I have not tried Natty Light in a while. What does it taste like? Natty Light. Give it a go. See what you think. I'll drink it with you.
What is this?
I'm just having a little fun.
What is this? New Pepsi? What are we doing here?
Here we go. Natty Light.
Stay sociable. Drink Pepsi. All right. Natural Light.
Natural Light. And the not 24, but 25 fluid ounces because you need one more than two
That's
cans
in the Gardner 3-pack. All right, here we go. That's what they call them. 3 tall boys in the pack. It's a Gardner pack.
That's the Gardner pack.
Guys.
That's what it's
You
called.
sit 3 across in the truck. 3 guys. 3 tall boys. Gardner 3-pack. What do you want from me? I'm not being racial.
Natty Light.
All right. I'm trying it, Matt. You notice how I'm like waving around, acting like I'm drinking it, but not really drinking it? That's what Bruce Wayne used to do in the Batman when people thought he was drunk. It was apple juice. Plain and simply apple juice.
Look at that Natty Light there. Look at that freaking
All right, I'm
going to
try it.
Light.
I'm going to try it. It tastes like the first sip of a night out of bad decisions in sophomore year in high school is what it tastes.
That's true.
All right,
But you know what, Matt? It doesn't taste bad.
Not bad, right?
No.
Next up.
It doesn't taste bad at all. I'm not drinking that.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Just a sip.
Why do you get to
just a sip? When's the last time you had a Mike's Hard Lemonade?
If it's a color that I wouldn't wear, it's probably something. Well, I got to finish this.
Here we go. Mike's Hard Lemonade, more refreshing
First of all,
than ever.
Did not exist in the 80s. You would have needed a Bartles and James.
We tried to get it. We couldn't find them.
Thank you for your support.
There we go. Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Don't forgive me for not toasting. Jesus.
That is terrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
it tastes like somebody melted a Jolly Rancher, and in it is a 14-year-old girl throwing up.
All right, here we go. And finally, Smirnoff Ice. He's walked off the set. He pulled the case. Come on! Come on! It's just a sip.
I'm not drinking.
It's a sip. It's the Smirnoff Ice. Come on.
What's next? You got a Four Loko in there?
No, that's it.
What
this
else
is
you got
it.
in there?
It's the Smirnoff Ice is the last one.
God!
Come on. Smirnoff Ice.
And you know what? Next segment, we're going to do an online catheterizing of my urethra.
Here we go.
On. Let me clean out the rest of my Mike's Hard.
All right, here we go. The Smirnoff Ice.
Man at Arms is disgusting. No, don't pour that much.
That's one sip.
Smirnoff Ice.
There we go.
What am I in a fraternity?
Yes.
Every time you see a Smirnoff Ice, you got to pound it, bro. I just iced you.
Hey, dude, check it out. I put moonshine in the red drink. Don't tell anyone. I told him it was pop-off, but it's moonshine.
As you know, Matt, I grew up in a liquor warehouse, and many of these we had, but not these terrible drinks of today. But I did have under my jersey, my freshman year in high school, a T-shirt, promotional, that said, Smirnoff. And on the back it said, the taste leaves you breathless. Now we are going to finally test that theory.
There it is.
You know, I've never done this.
You've never had Smirnoff Ice?
I've never done this.
I don't think I'd ever had it.
And this has been around for 20
years.
years.
Yeah. Wildly popular.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
This is what the kids were drinking before the Truly. This was their Truly 20 years ago.
A guy invited Joey Buss, the owner of the Lakers, over to his house once, and Joey brought a 6-pack of Smirnoff Ice. Just putting that out there because it's true. What'd you bring there, Joey?
Yeah, it's like somebody just had a box of chalk and managed to grind it up and drop it into
and then squeeze a lime in it
or something. Yeah.
Squeeze a lime in it and a Russian prostitute, and there you go.
Somebody on YouTube says tastes like depression.
Well, I can relate with that. It's good, like the chalky taste, the chalky aftertaste of your Prozac. Nothing wrong with
that. You want
that.
to wash it down? You want some more Natty Light?
Yeah, what the hell? Why not just give me the whole tall boy? Hey, pretty soon Matt and I are going to use the blower and get rid of the leaves after we finish up with our Gardner 3-pack
That's
here.
25 ounces in that one, right? Not 24. There you go.
You know, Matt, when I drink alcohol, I'm not really thinking about how it tastes. I'm just trying to get effed up. You know what I'm saying, man?
But every one of these things was.
You know what, man? I don't really worry about, where.
Dad, why do you have a beer every night when you come home? I just like the taste. I love the way beer tastes.
I'm not really worried about the journey of drinking, more like the destination of being bloody.
Oh, God, here it goes. Oh, God, yeah, here it goes.
I don't even have a word of the day.
All right,
Ronnie.
This is the song of the day.
Brought to you by Rhino Music. A big thank you to our dear friend Ryan.
He bought us
Rhino
the gong.
Music. He bought the gongs. One for the studio, one for Vic's home in Whittier. If you have a child that is interested in music, if you're interested in music,
But
what a
who will
great
save the
opportunity.
floating Kershaw head?
Nobody.
Who's going to donate to save Kershaw?
And by the way, Social Matt brought in more stuff for us to break. So you're going to want to get to youtube.com for the commercial break here. He did raid Dave Weiss's office and found more stuff for us to break in the break. Rhinomusic.com. Right now, $99 doesn't get you 4. It gets you 8 private lessons with professional musicians, piano. I know.
You know what? We're going to do a taste test. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I feel like Bruce Willis, who showed up for the Christmas party in Die Hard. It's like, yeah, come out to the coast. have some Smirnoff Ice. Come down to Seal Beach. We're throwing a special party for me. Here's a Little Debbie and a freaking...
Oh, you want a moon pie?
Hard Mike. Mike's hard.
Here you go. Moon pie. Coming at you. Rhinomusic.com. Ronnie, song of the day.
Wave Beat is our song of the day. A beachy, summertime twanging instrumental from the Volcanoes.
Got any more adjectives?
Because we're having an end of beach... It's an end of summer beach party, and the Petros and Money Show is broadcasting live on your fancy smart device via Facebook and YouTube. Maybe for the final Petros and Money virtual Chevy Summer Tour that's been a great success. And we're blowing out all the cool swag from the Summer Tour closet as the anticipation builds for the grand prize winner of a brand new Chevrolet to be given away before Morongo Casino pregame takes over at 5:30 with Tim Cates.
We're giving away the Hard Rock trip in this break.
Oh, come on.
Hard Rock 2 nights at the Hard Rock Resort and Casino.
You want any more of this?
Oh, jeez. Hit Ricky right in the head.
That's what you get, Ricky.
Yeah, I do, actually. I would like some more of that.
Hey, that's how it feels in the rack room when you open the door.
Get on YouTube. Get on Facebook.
We're giving away the trip.
Type AM 570 LA Sports into the search bar. That'll take you to the live feed to win the trip. 2-night stay at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tampa.
Kershaw's torso! Kershaw's torso! We're giving away the Hard Rock Casino thing. You're going out to Tahoe.
Here's what we got. 2-night stay and a $100 food voucher for the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Lake Tahoe that is set between the picturesque Lake Tahoe and the impressive Sierra Nevada mountains, providing year-round enjoyment. 25,000 plus square foot casino.
I always thought Lake Tahoe was on the Lost Coast.
I think it is.
It's oceanfront, right?
Yeah. Totally. I mean, you're gonna catch some tasty waves out there.
Oh shit.
Alpine Union Bar and Kitchen, outdoor fire
Is Aaron Rodgers going to be out there at El Chapo's taint?
And he's single now? Then he'd break up with Danica?
Single.
And he's swinging it around?
Single.
Oyster Bar, Center Bar.
Oyster Bar, for sure. What? I told you it's coastal. They got seafood.
What's our keyword?
Bitch!
Bitch.
What? You know what? This is what happens. When the thing screws up early, all I wanted was one Dirty Dancing song. One! And then we had a black interview. You know? I mean, it's... And so, of course, things are going to go sideways, as Matt would say. I don't know why you're so surprised.
You're the one that made us do 3 minutes during the breaks.
Yeah, it should be one.
If you had done 2, nothing would be broken.
That's actually true.
If it were 2 minutes, nothing would be broken. That ain't going to happen. We love that door. We love that door.
If I do some Miyagi exercises and really breathe, we might be able to.
What new stuff did you bring in, Matt? What new stuff to break did we get?
We have a piñata and a ball.
Okay.
Right. And we still have the floating Kershaw head intact. We can cleave this for sure.
Oh, yeah.
How much time is left? Oh, a whole minute? Well, all right. Now, hold on. I'm going to break my hand with this stupid freaking yo-yo in there. Hold on. I'm going to chop Kershaw's face right in half. See this? You see this, Kershaw? You see this? You see this? When the Nats hit those two... Hey, you're going to burn that jersey, man? No, I'm not into that.
Hey, man, if the Lakers blow this, man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, just a piece of his neck.
Yeah,
come on.
Just the tip of his hat.
Just the tip.
Hold on.
Just the tip. That's all you got from him was just the tip.
It's better when you can see his face and then it pops up.
There you go.
You're going to get it, Kershaw. You're going to get it right now.
Hurry. We got 5 seconds.
Get it, Clayton.
3.
You're going to get it.
2. Come on.
Hey, thanks for being a part of the 2020 PMS Virtual Summer Tour. Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. Coming up next.
Nice gloves. Thank you for sticking with us through the Chevy Virtual Summer Tour all summer long. What did you have to do?
Hey, thanks for being a part of the 2020 PMS Virtual Summer Tour. Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. Coming up next.
Nice gloves. Thank you for sticking with us through the Chevy Virtual Summer Tour all summer long. What did you have to do? Sit in your house and watch. Thanks.
The fighting spirit is one we all share. Amanda Nunes wears hers with pride. From standing up for herself against the doubters, to being the only woman in her MMA training gym. Amanda refused to let stereotypes get in her way, whether inside the octagon or out. Since 1925, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what you're made of. Modelo, the official beer of UFC.
Don't move! We'll be right back with more of the PMS Virtual Chevy Summer Tour, the final stop of 2020. I bet you wish it was over. You know, the year.
Petros and Money, hang on. 570 LA Sports. It's the 8th and final stop of the virtual Chevy Summer Tour, and we still got a little ways to go, which means you still have an opportunity to register to win that Chevy Silverado that will be given away right around 5:30ish. In that window, we will give away a truck, so get after it. Become our final finalist. We have had a Summer Tour stop in which the final finalist won the truck, so get after it right now. We still got the $1,000 gift card to Barbecues Galore, the Westinghouse 50-inch TV, the trip up to Tahoe to go to the Hard Rock Casino and Resort, all available. All you got to do is hop onto YouTube or Facebook, type AM 570 LA Sports into the search bar. That brings you to the video portion of our virtual Summer Tour presented by Chevy, and damn it, you need to get there right now, P.
We are careening toward the end of the Summer Tour. Voices, hearts, and hands. And speaking of being the final finalist, the last time the Dodgers had the magic of being the final finalist, there was a sweater like that in this man's closet. The great Oral Hershiser, one of our favorite people, if not our number one favorite person, especially related to baseball, on our show. So giving of his time, and his lovely wife Dana, and her wonderful dinners that she packs for her husband, who's working so hard. 60 games with the Dodgers, has not been stopped at all since they restarted, and they've been doing great work, him and Joe Davis and Alana Rizzo on Spectrum Sportsnet LA. We really appreciate him. Of course, he is the MVP the last time the Dodgers won the World Series, and maybe an even better communicator than he was a pitcher, which is wild to say. And the Chevy Silverado celebrity Zoom. Look at his sweet microphone.
Zoom.
God, my stuff sucks.
Welcome
Oral
to.
Hershiser, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Oral. How are you?
I'm doing great, Petros. Money, I'm doing great. I know the people on that visually can see us. You see that beautiful microphone. Welcome to the podcast world. We had to do this because Joe Davis is so anal about sound that we have to have the perfect microphone.
Matt had me buy a microphone, but it's not plugged in, so.
Just talking to it. Let's see what happens.
It looks really cool. I look like Buddy Holly, but it doesn't work at all. But you have been working your ass off, Oral. There's no doubt about it. How much do you enjoy, the routine that you guys have created the last few weeks? Going into the stadium, unpacking that lunch, taking the picture, tweeting it out, doing the open. Calling baseball in a very unique way, in a great place, even if it's empty and even if there's no game happening.
Yeah, I think what we did at the beginning was decide we are going to be entertaining and we are going to be a distraction to everybody what's going on in the world. So we try not to bring up anything that's other than baseball or fun. We try and stick to the subject of this team that's doing so amazing on the field. And it's been a lot of fun for me at my age at 61, it's been fun to not travel, to just go to the booth, even to do the road games. Now, it's a little awkward at times. I'm announcing a game from a monitor, especially for a play-by-play guy like Joe Davis, because how do you read a home run? How do you read a double in the gap? Because you only have what's on the camera at the time that the audience is seeing. So you might see some little bit of lag in certain calls at times. But I think in general, it's been going really well. And on Twitter, of course, the lunches have been very popular. And so also has the broadcast. So that's really good.
Petros mentioned it and just how much work you guys are doing. And by the way, how about this photo of
look at that.
At a summer tour stop when we were both scantily
my
clad
gosh, you
in
guys
coconut
are
bras.
I should take my shirt off right now.
That's how tall I am in real life.
I was not sitting down. but Oral, you mentioned Petros mentioned when you came on. How do you think the players, if at all, have to adapt to this sprint, to 60 games and whatever it is, 66 days, to the idea? And do you think, I'll add another question on that, making a question even longer, do you think that seed has been planted in the back of their head that there's a 3-game playoff series waiting for them when this thing ends?
I think that, the 3-game playoff series you have to keep in the back of your mind. That can't be on a daily basis something you think about. I'm working towards like Russian roulette, But I think that players have adapted to the schedule. And I think that in the midst of the schedule being a little bit more awkward as far as being a baseball player and what you normally would do in your regiment, what you've been used to your whole life as far as getting to the ballpark early, taking BP anytime you want, going into the training room anytime you want, eating anytime you want, moving around the ballpark and doing your thing depending on the day. I think they are now need the fact that it's a sprint. And I think the sprint is the distraction from the new protocols as far as what they have to do in the locker room. So I think they're used to the protocols. I think they're taking them very seriously. The Dodgers have even gone beyond taking them seriously and have had their own rules instilled. Justin Turner and Dave Roberts and some other players, Clayton Kershaw, were at the forefront of saying, we're going to be extra safe. And I think they really have their eye on the championship. And of course, to get to the championship, you're going to have to get by those first 3 games.
Not to jump all over the place, but you've done a summer tour. A lot of times it's sort of a this is your life kind of thing. As Petros pops that up, I'm going to pop this up, and it's from the same thing. And we were talking before we started the call, and we had Mick Cronin. We're going to have Mick Cronin today as well. So we're talking amateur sports, and you see what the news stories are. I mean, you've got Olympic sports getting cut. You've got Ivy Leagues cutting out crew, which has kind of been a foundation of their athletics program for 100 years. What can you tell us about, Bowling Green, baseball, and just kind of how important amateur athletics are to you personally?
Yeah, I had lost touch with Bowling Green for a little while after I had left there. I was a 17th round draft pick my junior year out of Bowling Green, and then went into the minor leagues and played in Dominican Republic and in Venezuela, and 4 years in the Dodger minor league system with Clinton, Iowa, and San Antonio, Texas for 2 years, and Albuquerque, New Mexico for a couple of years. Jeez. And then my time with Bowling Green was just, I was away and playing. But you know what? When the letters would come or alumni to go back, everything that would happen during the summer when I was busy, either playing or then broadcasting. So it was really hard to stay connected. When the news came down that they were going to cut the baseball program, friend of mine on the team and is a very successful businessman, two of them, Dana Dowers and John Mitchell, called me, and they're friends of mine, and we stayed in contact all this time. And they said, Oral, we need your help. And we jumped in, and we've saved the program. We're going to fund the program over the next 3 years. Hopefully then people are going to come around and go from there to keeping it going, so it's up to the last generation of alumni as they go out and make the money and remember Bowling Green and all the things that Bowling Green did for them and the memories that they have, that they'll come back in and maybe put that $500,000 in that we raised to keep saving the program for every year. So it was very exciting to do. It was great to reconnect with all my old friends, and it was great to see the people at Bowling Green that are running it from the president on down with their integrity of actually saying, yes, we've cut the program, but we'll work with you to develop a plan to bring it back. And so I hope that happens at all the other sports and all the other universities and high schools or whatever's happening around the country where sports are being cut. It is so important to the youth and to the mid-youth, the men and women that are growing up, to have that. It's huge. It's a huge development, not only for sports. It's a huge development of learning teamwork, of learning manners, of dealing with defeat, of dealing with success. There's so many lessons in sports that can be transferred then into your, what you would call normal life. You've got to have those lessons.
There's no doubt about it. A couple of years back, some people stepped up to save Cal baseball in the same way. Oral Hershiser saved Bowling Green baseball. Are you kidding me?
With a group of us.
Yeah, Oral Hershiser. Look at those eyes. Come on, man. The great Oral Hershiser is our guest. Speaking of impressive, you've covered baseball at every level. You used to be so much fun watching do the College World Series. So we know you have a passion for it. The Dodgers are impressive. I mean, and ever since you showed up, it does feel like they've been impressive, in some way, each and every year uniquely, even under Don Mattingly and now moving forward. How much more impressed are you this year with this team? Is it Mookie Betts or is it the same as you're used to seeing?
The first thing I'm impressed with the Dodger organization since being back is not the performance on the field. It's what goes on behind the scenes with the ushers, with the way the stadium is run, with the improvements at the stadium, with the way the baseball department runs and the way they acquire players and put rosters together and make moves, free agent, trades, all of it. Then you get to ultimately see all that work when you go to the stadium, when you buy your beer, when you hang out and have food, when you get to walk around now the whole stadium. Fans are going to go nuts when they see the stadium, what happened in this last winter. With the pandemic, there's no fans there. But we've now got 2 more elevators. You can walk around the whole Dodger Stadium. That whole outfield complex that was built between the foul poles is ridiculous. And then you think about the product on the field, probably their 8th division title in a row and hopefully going all the way to the World Series. But I am so impressed with, it's not fortunate what we have going on in the field. I know it can be repeated because I see how the cake is made. I see the batter, I see the guys mixing it, and these guys are so cutting edge. Not only are they cutting edge intellectually and reaching out technologically, and then physically with the physical improvements underneath the stadium with the workout rooms and the strength and conditioning coaches, but they're cutting edge as people. They're cutting edge as being open and listening. They're cutting edge as far as just being a great place to be and come to work. So every day, people go to work there every day, and they get to be around great people, and they get to be a better person by the end of the day. And that's why you see the results on the field. I know, Petros, you want to hear about Bellinger and Betts and, Cody, JT and Corey Seager's year and all those guys. But I will tell you, they are performing at that level because they have talent, and they've been put into an environment that their talent can shine.
I can't hear anyway. My headphones aren't plugged in, so
So hey, whatever. It sounds good to me. I'm gonna try to butter you up here, Oral, before I ask this question, because I feel like there's a possibility. There is a possibility that you're just going to destroy me as you have in the past when I ask stupid questions, which regularly happen when you come on. But
I love it.
I'm watching, and perhaps it's because I was barely a decent Little League player, let alone a garbage high school baseball player. But I'm watching that doubleheader.
Yeah.
And that game goes 7 innings.
Yeah.
And then I watch the next part of the doubleheader, and that game goes 7 innings. And I walk away going, man, I can get behind that. I can get behind 7-inning games moving forward. That was freaking fun. Is that time and place? Am I just in the moment, or did you feel kind of excited about a 7-inning game?
I think that there's going to be a lot of rule shifts, and the ones that we're getting to test because of this unique situation we're in. I think there's a chance that the 10th inning with a man on second is going to stick around. I think that will hold fans at the ballpark. Who wants to stay at a game where you're not sure if it's going to end at 2 a.m. or if it's going to end in 1 inning? I think that's and you immediately go to overtime, like in hockey. You immediately go to a 3-on-3. You immediately go to the shootout in soccer. So I think that's got a good chance. We're hearing rumors and things about what's happening behind the scenes as far as conversations about 7-inning doubleheaders. I think there's a chance that you could do that. It protects the fans and the length of time there. You can still get the advertisements in and drive the revenue, and the product might even be more exciting when the game's a little shorter if you've got to play too. So I think you're going to see a lot of different things, and we're in this experimental phase that it actually, the wins and losses count, but it's still an experiment as we're going through it.
Now tell them you don't like baseball hats, Matt, and everybody should just be...
Well, I'm just saying, if you play the game at night and there's no sun, why are you... do you have to wear a hat? Can't you go out there with no hat if you're like, you know what? I don't have to shield my eyes from anything. I'm more comfortable without a hat.
I tell you what a hat did for me. It helped me concentrate because it keeps your peripheral vision to what you're trying to look at and what you're trying to do. So I always believed that if you didn't see it, you weren't going to hit it. So if you watched me in old footage, you'd see me with my head down looking at the rubber. Then my eyes would go to the dirt in front of the mound. Then my eyes would go to the grass in front of home plate, then to the dirt, then to the catcher signals, and then to finally the glove. And if I only saw the glove and never saw anything above it, it was easy as a pitcher that wanted to keep the ball down to not hit what I didn't see. So, no, you can't take my hat away from me, Matt. Okay. That is wrong, all right? You just go back in the closet at your house or wherever you are.
See? There it is. That's what I was waiting for.
I'm opting out of my hat right now.
Yeah. How did you even know we were talking about hats? You don't have your earphones in.
I can read lips.
Oh, great. Thank you, Vin Scully.
I do want to hear how good Mookie Betts is. I mean, because that is something new.
He's ridiculously good. Oh, no, somebody's at the door. My dogs are going to bark. You guys are like...
People love it. People love it.
Real life. It's the juice of life.
It's the juice of life. Mookie Betts is really good.
Yeah, well, just watching him run the bases and watching his legs stretch out. And, there's some really unique things about him. What's it like to call the game?
What's really interesting is to watch Mookie off ball. What's interesting to watch Mookie is that the details in his game, like you said, running the bases, getting his lead, getting his jumps, watching him know, even when his back is to the infield, where to throw the baseball and to still throw it accurately. And all of that happens because he works on that stuff every day. He doesn't take anything for granted. He doesn't take his athletic ability for granted. He works at it. So whatever talent he has, he's getting it up and above his potential because of the work ethic. And whatever talent he doesn't have, he's improving that because that's what he cares about. Dana, you can get the door. It's okay. These guys don't mind.
Don't mind at all. Yeah, Dana.
Oh, the dogs are barking. Dana's getting the door.
Down. Dog.
Unbelievable. All right.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. We love
it. It's our maintenance guy. It's our maintenance guy, guys.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We love that. People love it. Oral, you're...
That's enough.
We love you. We keep throwing the photos up. This is now your third visit during the. Oh, look at this! Get on Zoom, people. You get to see Oral's dog. Let's check it out. What do we got? Oh, look at that good-looking mutt.
This is Nora.
Nice big size.
This is Nora.
Yeah, Nora.
And you'd appreciate this, Petros. The reason she's named Nora is we went to Nora's wine bar and had a little bit, maybe too much of that, and then went to the pet store at 8:05. And being a good husband, I said, "Oh yeah, I'll take you to the pet store, honey. It's 8:05. They'll be closed, but I'll be the good husband and make the shot." Well, they didn't close till 9.
Now you got a dog.
No, we got 2 dogs. Now we got Dodger too.
Should have ordered the extra bottle of Chardonnay, Oral.
And we got
look at this.
We got Dodger too.
Look at that. Oh, and wearing the championship ring, by the way.
Yes, Dodger and Nora. So
look at that. We got to see the World Series ring. You better be on Zoom, people that are listening right now. That's how you get to see beautiful artwork. Dana, what is that? Pollock behind you right now? You got the World Series ring.
Dana's going to get the sweater that you had on, the World Series sweater. She's getting it out of the drawer for you. Petros, I might auction it off, but I don't think it would fit you, so Money will probably buy it.
Oh, come on!
I'm in. I am in.
Second drawer, honey.
I want this cap, by the way. How about that? No logo on the cap. That thing's beautiful.
Oh, that was my last year in Little League, and I hit like 700 that year with like 6 home runs. There's the sweater.
Oh my God, you really have the sweater. Holy crap, from the 1988 championship parade. Oral, if you are not on Zoom, is holding up the sweater from the photo P you had as your background.
I got to pull it back up. You know I'm bad at this.
Crap, that is unreal.
There's no holes in it, no moth holes.
I mean, unreal.
Is that an Italian sweater, Oral?
It's a Kuji, or whatever they
I
want.
remember the Kujis.
Yeah.
I remember the
The
Kujis.
socks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Big
still
time.
got it. Yep.
My goodness. What a time to be alive. Hold on.
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. I found
there it is. Yep. That's the same sweater. That's it.
Look at that. Holy smokes, that is the same sweat. That thing looks brand new, by the way.
Oh yeah.
In the photo of you on the bus.
We always take care of the sweater. That's
that's
a memory.
awesome.
That's a memory.
You're the best, Oral.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you so much.
Love you
Oral
guys.
Hershiser. Have a great call tonight, Oral.
I will. Sorry about the dog.
Dog was
All right.
awesome.
All right.
The dogs made the interview. The dogs in the sweater
You got it.
and saving Bowling Green baseball. He's a hero. The great Oral Hershiser, ladies. But enjoy the call tonight. We got Dodgers on deck with Vince Scully and Tim Cates coming up at 5:30. And God bless you all. We'll be right back with more giveaways and more fun on the Petros and Money Show. Dodgers tonight. PMS.
Well, that worked. That went off without a hitch. We're all good. All is well.
What do we got to give away now?
We're giving away the TV.
All right, here it comes. The Westinghouse TV Coogee.
Yeah.
Coogee down to the socks from the 90s. If you had one after the turn of the century, probably a good idea to get rid of it. Unlike Oral Hershiser, Coogee down to the socks. That is your keyword to win the 50-inch Westinghouse HD Roku TV at 866-987-2570, 866-987-2570, and still to give away $1,000 gift card to Barbecues Galore. We're still giving away the Chevy right after the 5 o'clock hour, and the trip to Tahoe. We gave that away, right? So an unbelievable boon and windfall for so many of our listeners tonight.
So Coogee,
and thank you to our team.
Coogee is the keyword. Way to go, Ricky, Social Matt, Eric. Went off without
Show
a
them
hitch.
love, my man. You got to show those guys some love. I mean, they have gone above and beyond.
We had Dog Nora joined Oral, and Dog joined
Fido.
Dodger.
Dog?
All right, Nora and Dodger.
You think Coltberger was awkward, huh?
Coogee sweater, and Coogee is your keyword. 866-987-2570. You win the Westinghouse 50-inch TV. Again, remember, next break, in about 10 minutes, we're giving away the $1,000 gift card to Barbecues Galore, and then you're going to want to pay attention because we are going to give away that Chevy live through the Wheel of Death and a Zoom call with 12 finalists on there. Oh, and we have a pinata.
We bleed for this.
A pinata. A pinata.
From beating up on Kershaw and Bellinger's cutouts. And now we have this poor Budo.
Hold on. First, before you destroy it, I want to see if you can hit a thing of spice. If you can use it as a, if I toss up the spice, if you can swing it and hit it. Here we go. Okay, let's try that one again. Okay, let's give it another go. Here we go. All right, number 2. This is the chicken wing seasoning. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. I believe this is pronounced Polo. Here we go. And oh my God, that was so close. So, in summation, The keyword is coochie. That's a good break. That is a good
The AM 570 LA Sports Petros and Money Experience starts now.
Welcome to the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour. Brought to you by Chevy. Find new roads. Here is Petros Papadakis and Matt Money Smith. Masks on!
Mr. West, there's his face.
Petros and Money Chevy Virtual Summer Touring.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Featuring Dodger insider David Vassay virtually.
Now he's drenching me with beer.
We ask that you direct your attention to your screens for the starting lineup.
What is it about you guys that
Skipper of the Angels?
Said Chevy. I got several of those. I'm a big Chevy guy.
We're not really in Florida, but if you want to believe us, keep watching.
Special shout out to the PMS Listener Union.
Thanks for the viewing party.
And the mask, the brand new Chevrolet Silverado. Strong for all the roads ahead. Thank you for listening to the Petros and Money Show. The greatest sports talk radio show that there ever was. And it's time for the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour, stop number 4. Our theme, football. Ha! 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 Wow! Freak out!
This is Petros and Money.
Welcome, everybody, to the 4th stop of the Petros and Money Chevy Virtual Summer Tour.
Sign up to win the brand new Chevy Silverado. Strong for all the roads ahead.
Petros and Money.
How did it feel to rush for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns in a football game? Back to you, Tim.
Coming up next, Dodgers-Giants.
My agent did a poor job in negotiation, so anytime I throw it to our sponsor, I've got to say, hey now.
This one says, off, fatty.
This is Vic the Brick Jacobs.
Feeling you.
On the Petros and Money Show, it is Tony Hawk. Tony, how are you?
Thank you. What's up, guys? What an introduction. I hope I live up to it.
Henry from Barbecues Galore. Keep watching for your chance to win.
You know what? A big thank you to you for being a part of the Petros Money Chevy Virtual Summer Tour for the 5th time.
Masks on. And if you're skateboarding, pads, gloves, helmet, and band shoes.
Petros and Money signature pair of Vans.
This is Petros and Money.
And since it's way back Wednesday, which all works, because of some stupid promotions guy, let's take a look back. We appreciate you for being part of what we do.
Big thank you to you. We're not here if you aren't there. So thanks.
Much obliged.
AM 570
LA Sports.
We'll be right back.
You know, there's nothing like Chevrolet and what they've done for the Petros and Money Show. That's why we call it the Chevy Summer Tour. To be able to give away not just a vehicle, but a Chevy Silverado, a beautiful truck, every single year to one very happy listener and bring that excitement to our air, we are grateful. Thank you, Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
Live from the AM 570 LA Sports Studios in Burbank, this is Petros and Money.
more segments for the 8th and final stop of the Chevy Virtual Summer Tour. We're giving away a Chevy in the very next segment if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook and you're watching the live stream. The piñata that Social Matt stole from Dave Weiss's office has been destroyed. However, it is now the
I've been
third
replaced by a much better co-host.
third member of the Petros and Money Show. So get over to YouTube, get over to Facebook.
Benny the Budo is taking over.
¿Qué pasó, Benny?
Ah, sí. Yo estoy cansado. Más prizes y presidentes para los listeners.
That's right. We're giving away the $1,000 gift
Oh,
card.
gracias, señor Dinero, los Chargers y Network de Professional Fútbol Americano. Muchas gracias, señor man.
Kind of like the direction of the show now. I feel good about which direction it's going.
¿Dónde
Señor Burro.
están los hermanos muchos handsome Daniel, Jeremiah y Shannon Ferenita? Las bonitas niña.
Está aquí. Aquí.
¿Es here?
Sí. Aquí. We're giving away the $1,000 gift card. There is way too much concentration right now, by the way, by our in-house broadcast crew right now. I don't like what they're doing here.
In the very next segment,
they're getting ready. You're getting ready for the Wheel of Death? Is that what's happening? Okay.
Me and Benny the Budo are going to be giving away a brand new Chevy Silverado with like 12 Zoom people. And if you think we can pull off a Zoom interview with Mick Cronin, wait till you get a load of this. We're going to have 12 faces, clear as day, clear as Benny the Budo is decapitated, clear as day on our air, and we're going to give away that brand new Chevy Silverado that's strong for all the roads ahead. Shout out to Ron from Chevy and Christopher. We love you, Chevrolet in Detroit.
So be sure to check in with YouTube or Facebook, because guess what? You get to watch, because we're going to hold the shot. We're going to hold the shot long enough for you to see 11 disappointed faces and one of pure elation, because one person's going to win the Chevy, 11 people won't.
11 ayúdames and one órale.
That's a strong jaw on Benny the Burro. That is a strong jaw.
You don't get across the desert so easily without being tough, Senor Dinero.
Exactly, Benny. Mucho impresivo. When we return, by the way.
Todos los días, los Chevrolets para la raza.
Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me.
Oh, los Diablo es aquí. Los Diablo.
We will give away the $1,000 gift card to Barbecues Galore right now in this commercial break.
¿Dónde están los Timonacas?
As long as you log on to YouTube or Facebook, type AM570 LA Sports into the search bar. Log on now, because we will give you the keyword in the commercial break of how you can win. Don't punch them.
Matt and I are drinking Budweiser. Oh, remember the frogs? My man, they don't pay us.
Bud.
Wise. Bud.
Wise.
What is it?
We're giving away the gift card.
Oh.
$1,000.
Oh, for Barbecues Galore.
$1,000
not just the barbecue
gift
aisle.
card. Yes, a barbecue store.
At the flagships at the marketplace in Irvine.
I mean, think of all the things you could get with $1,000. They have patio furniture. They've got
cardboard
pizza ovens.
in my mouth.
From what?
Kissing the burro.
Oh, yeah, you were licking it. They have patio furniture. They have pizza ovens. They have smokers. They have big green eggs. They got pellet grills. They got gas grills. And if you already got that stuff, they've got accessories from all around the country. They got probes that you put in your meat that buzz your phone when your meat is ready. They've got rubs.
That's so cool.
They got sauces.
I don't see how those could break.
They got...
I don't know if the food's ready. The house is on fire, but I've yet to be alerted.
Babe, can't help you. Keep an eye on my phone. I'll figure out when it hits 135.
Oh, Wi-Fi broke. House is on fire.
Son of a bitch. $1,000. The Barbecues Galore. We love Henrik. He was on a little bit earlier.
He's the best, man.
I believe I saw the YouTube commenters write, hey, Pitmaster team, no neck. because we know Henrik's been working out a lot on the incline bench these days. That I believe he is a one-exercise man.
That's not true at all.
And it is all incline bench.
That's not true, Matt. He gets up every morning and does 20 burpees.
Is that right?
The key word is burpee.
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 866-987-2570. Burpee is the key word. Caller 10. Colin, caller 10. It says burpee.
Hey, Colin! Hey, Colin, you stupid ass!
866-987-2570. Burpee is the key word.
Lo siento from Benny the Burro.
Hey, Benny, can I ask you a question?
Sí, Mateo.
How do you feel about this here chicken spice?
Es mucho deliciosa.
If I throw it up, would you be able to catch it?
In my stomach? Ay, terrible throw. You're like Julio Urias. You cannot hit the plate.
Here we go. Bisteca.
Julio's from Monterrey. Okay, bistec. Ay, bistec. Ay.
Here we go. Benny.
Hey, what'd you do today, honey? I made a hell of a living. I've been working so hard doing radio, really coming up with hot takes and doing a lot of research and studying.
I do like all the commenters like, hey, that's a goat head. That's a donkey head. That's a
what are you, a pinata
it's
expert?
It's a freaking pinata.
Hey, why don't you just take it? Why don't you take that hot take and shove it up your ass?
Yeah.
We appreciate you. You who tuned in and listened to the PMS Chevy Summer Tour.
I mean, we had 8 stops on the Chevy Virtual Summer Tour. A big thank you to all of our sponsors, Barbecues Galore. How about Sweet James Bergener? Henrik, you saw him earlier. We gave away another one of those $1,000 gift cards, as we mentioned. Oh, the Spice Basket. I know you
Chef
loved it.
Merita.
Absolutely.
With a $100 gift card. Come on.
Absolutely.
Azusa Pacific University graduating
Education.
game changers since 1899. And, of course, Chevrolet. Woo. And the Chevy Silverado. Strong for all the roads ahead. And a big thank you to Westinghouse for that sweet square TV.
Darn right.
More like a rectangle.
Yeah.
We are excited and ecstatic that we are stop number 1 on the PMS Summer Tour for a second year in a row. It's been a huge party today. Can't beat Friday, reggae bands, drinking, Petros and Money. There's hundreds and hundreds of people here.
People are signing up to win the Silverado. We got sponsors, we got girls, a lot of guys, promotional sunglasses.
Live on location, it's the third store.
Scooter at Sunset, here we go.
So we're on our third tour stop, brought to you in part by Sweet James Bergener. Wild Day.
I'm Jason Pierce from Sandy's in Huntington Beach. We are the 5th stop of the Petros and Money Summer Tour, and it's been an incredible turnout today. Big thanks. We've got Mike Ness from Social Distortion in the house. Tito Ortiz stopped by, and we've even had Byron Scott call.
Welcome to Petros and Money Tour stop number 6. Right this way, please.
A really great experience. Steady Grace, the band.
Let's go, Lakers!
These guys are awesome. It's the best show I've ever heard in the nation on Sports Talk ever.
We're at the Petros and Money Show with San Pedro. Woohoo!
Show round trip is the Southwest Airlines.
I drove all the way out here from Rancho Cucamonga just to see Petros and Money.
We're gonna give it away now. Chevy Silverado. That guy was excited. Did you see him? He was pumped when the Dodgers had the whole thing.
Thank you to Chevy on a wonderful summer
you.
tour. And thank you to you, Chris.
Danny Garcia is our winner.
Thank you, Chevy.
It's the last
Petros and
segment of the Petros and Money Chevy Virtual Summer Tour, the 8th stop. Vin Scully, Tim Cates to take over right when we're done with the Morongo Dodger Next Up show. But we have a lot of business.
We got one last segment. This is it. This is the end of the 2020. How many? 8th installment of the summer tour?
This is the 8th truck we'll have given away.
Truck we're giving away. This is the last summer tour stop for 2020. Next year, guess what? F&A. We're back. We're back at bars. We're back out with the people.
Yeah, but the problem is...
Because if not, we're going to burn this damn building down.
The problem is it's going to be live at a bar on YouTube, and that's...
There is that.
I feel it coming. That's why I'm going to bring this donkey head with us wherever we go from now on. Again, a big thank you to
Rhino Music.
The best. They gave us this great gong from Nebraska in honor of Vic the Brick. An unbelievable thank you to our virtual visual team, which is really the work of 3 guys to do. You know, we weren't perfect, but to do a 2.5 hour show once a week is an unbelievable undertaking. Dave Weiss, our boss Don Martin, and Brian Blackmore, they had this vision.
Blackmore, hit it!
Eric from the FM dial, who will never come back to the 4th floor again. We got the great Social Matt, and Ricky, who is a wonderful
dressed,
person.
by the way, for the occasion. Wore a Hawaiian shirt for our end of summer
He's the most
blowout Petros and Money Virtual Summer Tour party.
I feel like he is the most of a joiner when it comes to, garb.
Well, I
and
think
things
of the
that.
3, he appreciates our tomfoolery and hijinks. I think the other 2 are like, Tommy, yeah. Okay, hey, Daz.
Hey,
shout me out.
Daz.
I got a Tommy Bahama on. What
Don
about me?
Martin's here.
What about me?
He's not happy that
Don, get on camera. Get on camera. People love seeing you. Come on. People love seeing you.
Studio's been a little beat up. There's been a lot of
Come
drinking.
on, get on camera.
We got to give this thing away. Should
We
do the final hour fun fact first, brought to you by El Jimador Tequila, 100%.
Fact, it's the hour 3.
Fun facts! 100% agave, 100% delicious.
Now
enjoy 100% responsibly.
That's the most important
El
part.
Jimador.
It's not a Frogman Friday, but on a Frogman Friday, who do we like to celebrate besides Mike Nelson? The locals.
Los Lifeguards.
The Lifeguards. 1968. Big wave surfer.
Los Gardos de Viva.
Eddie Aikau, selected to be the first ever lifeguard at Waimea Beach in Oahu. Not a single person died.
He was ripped to shreds.
When he was on duty as a lifeguard, and they say he rescued, unofficially, at least 500 people.
Well, that's the thing about lifeguards.
500 people are still alive because of him.
I've grown up around lifeguards my whole life, and that's the thing about lifeguards. If a fireman saves somebody's life, they know about it. It usually comes out in the news. If a cop saves somebody's life, people know about it. It usually comes out in the news. When a lifeguard saves somebody's life, people are embarrassed. They want to leave the beach and they never want to think about it again because it's a really traumatic experience, and you just want to, you figure you should be able to swim, and people are really embarrassed. So these guys, they save 30, 40 lives in a weekend, and no one ever even knows.
Eddie Aikau. And to all the lifeguards out there from the official lifeguard show of record, Petros and Money, on the end of summer, 8th and final tour stop of the 2020 Virtual Summer Tour.
Every county, even you lifeguards out there in the Salton Sea, saving the dying fish. All right. Now.
That is so salty. It's very buoyant.
Come on.
Almost impossible to sing.
Hard to die unless you're on your face. Now, we're done with the final hour fun fact, brought to you by El Jimador Tequila. We do need to make this thing good. The only reason we get to do a summer tour, the only reason we have all this is because of Chevrolet, because they give us a truck to give away every single year. This is the 8th truck we'll have given away. Now, I see Kate's running around with a look of concern on his face. I see Don Martin's look of concern cracking into a smile.
Hey, listen, I'm not trying to put pressure on you. Just don't F up. That's all I'm saying here. Don't F up.
I see Eric, our switcher, looking confident.
How do you feel good?
I mean, he's in a mask, but he looks
confident.
kind of
good.
Social Matt, who really reaches out to the listeners for us.
There it is, yeah.
Also looks very confident. This is El Jimador.
100% agave. 100% delicious.
100%.
100% burro head.
Burro head!
What if you cut a hole in the mouth, took the top off the El Jimador, and then poured it into your mouth? That would work. If you're watching on YouTube, this really is something right now.
You're missing a real effect here. Okay, now, can somebody explain this to me? Kate, will you get on a mic and explain? We have 12 finalists. I'm going to read their names. They are going to pop up on the screen.
On a Zoom?
I guess. We have 12 people, only one of which will win the Chevy. When this person wins the Chevy, we're going to call them
on the air,
on the telephone. And they're going to pick up the phone.
Telephone? They have to pick up.
And then you're going to watch us.
If they don't pick up, they don't win?
You get 2 tries.
No way.
So we better get this going. We better start this, right? Because we don't want to run into Dodgers versus D-backs on the Morongo pregame show. So, here we go.
Names are
the number 1 finalist from the reggae tour stop theme. I don't remember that. But out of San Pedro, Jonathan Hildebrand.
All right, Hildebrand. Number 1, Hildebrand.
I hope you share that enthusiasm for the other 11 names. Julie Roca from Rancho Cook for the Dodgers opening day. Yeah, so she's number 2. Herman Quintero, straight out of Burbank, that Tim Cates wants to see reopen immediately.
I just want to go to church. I want my kids to go to school.
Korean barbecue place closed today, and I'm pissed.
I want to get my hair cut.
Jeffrey Arthur from Moreno Valley.
Jeffrey Arthur. 2 first names.
Arthur.
Sinister.
Arthur, he does as he pleases. Drinks and he smokes and he gets effed up. And Fritz Guaschino out of Long Beach.
Okay, let's go 562.
Tommy Combs.
Oh, Tommy Combs.
Out of Rancho Palos Verdes.
Oh, TC. What?
RPV. RPV.
You go back up on the hill.
Cale Cook.
I'm sorry, the name is Cale. We're going to name our child after a leafy green.
Well, he's got that shirt that's like Yale, but it says Cale, and he's like, hey! He's from Torrance, Flatlands.
Okay.
Steve Reyes.
From?
Roland Heights.
Okay.
Órale, Esteban! Órale, Estebanito! Jeffrey Wollos.
Huh?
Jeff Wollos.
Wollos?
Out of Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, walk street.
I saw Colin Cowherd jogging the other day. It's the greatest thing I ever saw in my life. Okay.
Hey, I don't want to... I'm not going to say it.
Straight out of Elway's hometown, Jason Rubenstein out of Granada Hills.
Okay. Granada Hills 818 or 805?
I was 818.
It is 818,
Come
okay.
on. I was there when the S went down in Granada. Scotty Oliver out of Orange.
Okay.
I mean, my man, we do a lot of Orange County stuff to have one guy from Orange.
We love Orange. All about Orange. Outlets at Orange. Monday Night Football at BJ's.
Oh, come on, every
Come
night.
on, let's go.
I got robbed. It's not our fault.
That was on you.
Yes. And straight out of Lakewood.
Is this our last one?
Speaking of getting robbed, Corey McQuaid.
Yeah, McQuaid.
The last 4 were people that got their membership to this very exclusive club that may get you a Silverado online. The last 4 were online.
Thanks for nutting, McQuaid.
So
that's our 12.
That's our 12. To win the Chevy Silverado, we have a gong, so we have fanfare and sound. Matt only made me take a sip of 3 or 4 different horrible concoctions of terrible...
It's a good idea. Not as good after we had to drink.
And I knew that, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
And yet you pushed it.
We
and
do it for
forced
the people.
No, I didn't. I didn't appreciate it.
You have bloody knuckles. Don't come at me
Hey,
for
look.
putting booze in a cup when you got bloody
I'll
knuckles.
take bloody knuckles over an uncomfortable esophagus any day. All right, so I am going to ask. This is the moment of truth. Black Mick Cronin interview. That doesn't mean nothing right now. Now, this is a moment of truth.
Are we pulling it up now?
Pull up the 12 people.
Okay, we got them.
Pull up the 12. Look
There
at
they
them.
are.
There they are. Look at
Love
that.
it.
Let me see those people.
Love it. Look at this.
Look at these people.
Oh, yeah.
Look at there. Look at
Number
they're holding
4's
up
got
their
a mullet.
numbers. They're holding up their numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's it.
Number 9 is struggling. I think if I back up a little bit, I might get my face. There we go.
Where's number 8? What's up at number 8?
Look at number 9.
Number 8's not there. I hope number 8 doesn't win.
Oh, yeah. Look at number 3. Number 3's a badass.
All right. So, what's next is we tell Ricky to spin the PMS wheel of prize death. The wheel of prize death will spin. Matt figured out the pace yesterday with Eric and Ricky. We will not say the number. We will call that person.
Call them on air. We get to see it in studio.
All right.
On YouTube, it'll be a little bit of a delay,
This is the
so
moment
they won't
of
know.
truth. Usually we do this with people in person, and we're sweaty and we're screaming.
Are you going to be able to call them in time
drunk.
before it shows up? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, here we go.
You better do it, Kate.
Here we go. When do you want to do it?
Do it. Spin the wheel of death.
Here it goes. Oh, my God.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, my God. It's spinning. Someone's going to win a truck. Oh, my God.
They're
Someone's going to win a truck. Someone's going to win a truck. It's still spinning. Now it's slowing down, and it's slowing down, and there it is.
Spinning like run a wheel.
Okay.
Number.
Call him now.
Okay.
Call him now.
Oh, I know who it is. Who is it? Where is it?
Oh, what
happened? What are we going to do? Wait. What happens, Kate? So you're going to call the person? Yeah. Oh, do I have the number? Right here? I have the number. Oh. You know who it is? I know who it is. Should I say who it is? No. I know who number 5 is. I know who it is. Should I say who it is? Should I say who it is? I know who it is.
Answer right now. He or she's going to answer right now. Who is it? Put him back up so we can see. We can see the despair. We can see the disappointment.
Because people heard the tone. They know we just dialed a 562.
Hello?
Fritz!
What?
Fritz!
Okay.
Fritz!
Petros, buddy!
Fritz! You just won the brand new Chevy Silverado, Fritz!
Are you kidding
Fritz,
me?
you won the Chevy Silverado!
Put the zoom up!
Congratulations!
Fritz?
Fritz in Long Beach has won the brand new Chevy Silverado. He was a finalist in the Vans Theme Summer Tour stop where we gave away the brand new shoes. Fritz! Guaschino.
Oh my God, you guys!
You just won a brand new Chevy Silverado, courtesy of Chevrolet and Great Sports Talk.
Zoom it up!
Petros.
Where's our zoom? There he is!
Fritz,
you were my guy! I saw you in the Dodger gear! I was like, that's our guy! Yeah,
Money,
Fritz!
Petros, baby!
Yeah, we see you, Fritz!
Yeah, Fritz!
Now, Fritz, how long have you been listening to the Petros and Money Show, Fritz?
Like 2 weeks.
Since January 5th, 2007, boys.
Yeah! Call it out!
Woo!
Yeah! And Fritz, what are you going to do with that Chevy Silverado?
Oh, any number of things, brother. Like, you know, I'm going to try and pay some of it forward, use it for some charitable purposes, you know.
That's a lie.
But, man, I love the outdoors and whatnot, so... Oh.
Hey, Fritz,
Fritz.
Your wife was screaming in the background. How many times has she been in the car with you when you're listening to the Petros and Money Show and she's like, can we please turn off this effing show already?
I don't have enough fingers or toes to count that money.
Yeah, guess what? Now she's like, I love that show.
Yeah. You know what she's going to be doing now?
But today, she's loving you guys.
Yeah.
Very exciting. God bless you, Fritz. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
You are the 8th winner and the 9th vehicle we've given away, the 8th Chevy Silverado we've given away on this show. And to me, with everything we've gone through this year and how much hardship we've seen with people all around town, this one means the most. We've gone really hard with Chevy to make this happen. We appreciate that. But Fritz, God bless you, and thank you for participating in the PMS Chevy Summer Tour.
P.
People really do win.
P. Thanks, Money.
Absolutely.
People really do win, baby.
We're all getting laid. Yeah, Fritz.
And a big thank you to Ron and Christopher at Chevy and everything that Chevy has done for the Petros and Money Show for all these years that we've been working, and this Chevy Summer Tour has been an absolute pleasure. Fritz, we could not have given it to a man with a cooler-looking beard and a sweeter-looking leg. Thank you so much for having the aloha spirit for the Petros and Money Show.
Oh, yeah,
tonight.
guys. Heck yeah.
Go celebrate, Fritz.
We did it.
I am. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Money. Thanks, P.
We did it. We fulfilled our obligation.
We did it.
We fulfilled our obligation.
Hold on. You know what we got to do now?
Yeah. Come on, Kate.
We did it.
We did it! We did it!
Yeah, we did it.
We did
You're
it!
up, Kate.
Thank God the summer tour is over. No more.
We did it.
We did it! We did it!
Yeah. Fritz, beard and a gnarly Dodger hat. He did it!
We did it! We did it! Right now there's 11 people freaking out and MFing us, but we don't care, so stick it up your rear end now. We did it! Oh, yeah!
And that brings to an end the Chevy Summer Tour, the 8th PMS Chevy Summer Tour. We just gave away our 8th truck. Know this, no pandemic, no natural disaster, no horrible political climate, no riots, no nothing.
Just grab ass.
Will stop the Petros and Money Show from fulfilling our obligations to our sponsors. That's it.
True.
And our listeners. We will continue great sports talk until the world has become an apocalyptic dystopian mess.
Do we have time for Dead and Alive and City of Hope, or do we have any of that? I mean,
Cates, what's the out here?
What do we got? 3 minutes? What do you want to do?
Let's go.
Batter up.
We're taking the afternoon off. A big thank you to Oral Hirschhauser, who joined us a little earlier. He talked a lot about the Dodgers, and we're brought to you by, with our Dodger pregame show, City of Hope.
Physicians and researchers relentlessly working together to turn powerful science into life-saving new cancer treatments. Learn more at cityofhope.org. Tonight, Dodgers, after an off day, 26-10, will host the Arizona Diamondbacks. Coming off a 4-2 road trip, they have still yet to lose a series this season.
Cates told me the Diamondbacks made a lot of moves. He didn't tell me it was a complete fire sale.
It was a teardown. They took 2 of 3 from the Giants. They took 2 of 3 from the Rangers. They have a 5-game lead in the NL West. The Diamondbacks stink. They are dead last in the NL West.
Hey, they made some moves.
Here you go. Oh, you got it. Did you get it?
We got Julio, you're a racist pitching tonight, Matt.
We do, and he is going to be taking on that one guy from the Diamondbacks. So it's going to be an awesome game.
Is it Madison Bumgarner?
Is it really? Bumgarner's back?
No, I'm just saying things.
Dodgers hope to continue their home run onslaught in September, just like August. They set a National League record for home runs in a calendar month with 57. However,
it's all gravy, Matt. They're doing great.
There will be an asterisk next to that number because, of course, there was a DH in the National League. So perhaps the Atlanta Braves of 2019, who just broke that record last year, will be like, hey, what the hell?
You know who you might want to hear about that? Vin Scully coming up with Tim Cates, courtesy of Mercedes-Benz, joining us with Tim Cates. And by us, I mean not us at all, just Tim Cates and Don Martin making sure everything's cool.
My wife.
That's right. Tim Cates with Vin Scully.
My wife.
Next in Morongo pregame
My
show.
wife. My wife.
So we're looking forward to that.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Social Matt. Thank you, Ricky. Kick-ass job through these 8 dates. Big thank you to Smarmy Promotions guy Dave Weiss, Brian Blackmore, Don Martin, of course, Tim Cates. All those Zoom calls. I mean, talk about having to juggle a freaking chainsaw, bowling pin, and, I don't know, a bottle of mercury.
Doing the normal,
it was impressive.
Normal radio stuff. Ronnie Fascio and Colin Yee.
Exactly
in
right.
the other room, a big thank you to Steve Van Doren of Vans. All of our sponsors.
Henrik Barbecues Galore.
The new gong.
The new gong from our dear friend Ryan at Rhino Music, rhinomusic.com. You got somebody in your family that is thinking about learning an instrument, playing some music. What a great time. 8 lessons for the price of 4, rhinomusic.com. A big thank you to Chef Merito, to Lauren, and everybody over there.
And congratulations to Fritz from Long Beach and his beautiful wife, the winner of the Chevy Silverado for the 2020 PMS Chevy Summer Tour.
Sweet James Bergener, thank you as well. All of our sponsors, Azusa Pacific University, graduating game changer since 1899.
The Clayton Kershaw cutout and the Cody Bellinger. They made the ultimate sacrifice. The cutouts and the Budo, the pinata, they made the ultimate sacrifice tonight for our tour.
Someone had to. Modelo, we love you. Surf City Stillworks, God love you. SurfCityStillworks.com. El Jimador, tequila. 100% agave, 100% delicious, 100% fantastic, I think is the slogan. I think.
And that's it.
And Chevy.
Most of all, the truck.
Most definitely. We gave away a truck.
Hey, guess what? You'd think we'd go on like some kind of hiatus because this has been so hard, and I'm sweating. But we'll be back on tomorrow on a Flex Alert at 2 o'clock with our new goal.
And now back to the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour. And now back to the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour. And now back to the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour.